Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, January 6, 2025.
Yeah.
And we are here live. Good morning. How's everybody doing?
Good.
It was rough.
It's I got very comfortable sleeping late every day.
Oh. Every day, it would get like, I would sleep later. And
Yeah.
later. Like right at the beginning of the break, I would still wake up at like 6. By yesterday, I was waking up at like 10:30.
Yeah.
I was staying up late. There was times where I was like going to bed at like 2:30 in the morning. I'm like, what is going on? What am I doing here?
Not this old man. I'd be like, well, I'm going to bed. It's 8 o'clock. My
Yeah.
wife would go, you're really going to bed? I don't want to break the cycle. I got to go to bed.
Yeah.
But I did do some things during this break that I hadn't done in a long time, which started on our pub crawl. And that was drinking.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That pub crawl, was it great? I don't know. I can't remember anything.
I can tell you that, we were all there and stuff. And at one point, Pete said to me, he goes, Mike's drunk. And I go, really? And he goes, oh, dude. He goes, this is like top 5.
Yeah. So we got there, and I was very excited to go. Weather was beautiful. Downtown Newport Richie's always great.
Always
with
a great
us.
turnout, yeah.
The bars were cool. I was excited. I had my nice little red and black flannel on. I felt festive for the holidays. I get out there. The minute the door opens, I just see a sea of people. And I'm like, all right, this is good. It's a success already. And
Sure.
we just started. So I go into the first bar. I could barely move around there. I can't get to the bar. Christina ran up there and got me a Bud Light. I turn around and I see my buddy Jeff from college, who I haven't seen in a while. Talked to him on Facebook and all that. Brief encounter with him because he was taking off. Walk outside. There's a sea of people. I'm already on my second Bud Light. Then this guy comes over. Michael, should we do a shot? And I go, yeah, let's do a shot, Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then Joe, yeah. And then Joe and Sugar Pants.
Also, first day off of work. First day of vacation,
Yeah.
like,
Excited.
yeah, it's going.
And I think we did a shot of tequila, right, Joe?
Well, you demanded tequila.
Was that the first one or the second one?
No, that's the first one.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
And then I'm feeling loosey-goosey, having a good time. Then I see JoJo, and I start talking to her. Mm-hmm. And then I see Carrie and Melissa and Josh and Jen. And I'm like, I'm absorbing all this. I'm like, there's all these good people that I like to hang out with that are here. This is a great time. Then we went to the second bar. And I gave away a cruise for 2 at the first bar. I remember that. And the first person wasn't there, and we all yelled at them, and then they showed up, and it was good. Then we went to the second one. And the second one, I saw more people, and it was more exciting. And then we were at Steamworks, which is a really nice place. Now, do you hang out there?
I've been there a couple times.
I like that place. That
Yeah.
was good. I actually went inside that place and hung out there for a second.
I couldn't get inside that time because there's so many people.
So at this time is when I think I lost it. Because I see my sister. Now, my sister is an attorney, and she did a thing with the sheriff's office that day where they get them drunk and blow into the meters so they could see the DUI and they could learn about it, And she showed up, and she was pretty hammered. So,
Oh, she should have brought the machine.
oh, that would have been great. So she gets there, and she goes, do you want to do a shot? And I go, yeah. And then we went inside, and we did a shot. And that is the lights out after that. I had 2 stops after that. I'm lights out.
That's when time travel happened?
Time travel happened, and I'll tell you the next thing I remember is we went to the Red Room. And
So you did make it to the Red Room.
yes. So there's facts somewhere in between this that I don't know. I've heard about this afterwards. We went to the Red Room. I don't remember going there or going inside. I do remember sitting down and a girl giving me a lap dance in the middle of everything. Like I'm just open out there and I fell asleep. And then she hit me in the face with her boobie and that woke me up. And I went, okay, I'm out. I don't know what's
Time
going
to
on.
shut it down?
So I since find out that a couple of things. Back at Steamworks, I ran into my sister. We went inside and did a shot. Then she told me the story was, she goes, I saw you at Steamworks. You said hi to me, and we talked for a second, and then you went back, and then a couple of minutes later, you saw me again and go, hey, and gave me a kiss of love like he'd never seen me before. So then we went inside the thing. And then you turn around and bought more shots and gave us, and we did more shots. I went, oh man, I don't remember any of this. I don't remember any. So that is the last thing I remember. Then Pete tells me we go to the Red Room, and inside the Red Room they have like one area that I guess is like a VIP, and they cleared out the VIP so that we can go in there. Thank you to the Red Room.
Oh.
I don't remember any of this, but thank you to the Red Room. So they clear out the VIP, and evidently there was a guy who had been in the VIP for a significant amount of time, and they moved him so that we could go in there.
Oh, boy.
And he was mad.
Yeah.
Pete said he was shooting his mouth off, and he hated you. And I go, me? I don't even know I remember being there. He's like, yeah, but he didn't like you, and whatever. So
He was trying to shoot other stuff off.
oh, so I'm sitting there getting this lap dance. This girl's hitting me in the face with her breast, and I look over at Pete and I go, I gave him we gotta go. I gotta get out of there, man. And I remember Dizzy was there, and Dizzy's girlfriend was there.
Was
and
Moose there? Do you remember?
Moose, I don't remember, but I heard.
Because, we were scheduled, the whole thing was scheduled to go to 11 o'clock, the pub crawl, like that was the last.
Oh, I couldn't tell you what time.
But I would say probably around maybe 10:05, Moose goes, all right, I'm going to head over to the Red Room.
Oh.
And I go, why? And he goes, get a seat. The place gets pretty crowded. And I go, all right. And then, but he didn't. He stayed for a little while more. So I didn't know whether he wound up going or not or what.
I, again, remember none of this, but the thing I heard was Moose got there late and didn't want to pay to get in, so he left.
Sounds right.
Yeah, I don't know if we paid to get in. I don't know nothing. All I know is the Red
VIP.
Room. Red Room was very accommodating, and from what I recall, I had a good time, but I don't remember nothing else. Now, I do know that Pete has a picture of me, which I wish I had because I'd posted. It's a picture of me sitting there getting a lap dance with my head to the side like a dead man. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
just doing that. And then Dizzy's girlfriend got a couple of pictures of me as well, which I'd hope my children never see.
I can tell you that I was still in downtown New Ritchie at 3 o'clock in the morning.
You are?
On that
All
night.
right.
And everybody that came up to me was saying, hey man, will you check on Mike? Is he okay?
Oh, I was smattered.
Multiple people were asking me to like check on you and text you. Is he? Oh, he's all right.
Pete said at one point, you got to take the microphone away from me.
Yeah, there were reports of you falling and trying to get into the sprinter.
I remember. Oh, no, Carmen, I remember.
Yeah, apparently a lot of people saw that, by the way.
We were going to get in the sprinter, and there's like a weak step at the bottom where I know one day I'm going to step on it, it's just going to fall right off. So I tried to go up the top step. Yeah, I know you do. I tried to go up to the top step, and when I went in, I did not have the momentum to go forward, and my leg went down, and I smashed it against the thing, which I didn't remember till the next day when I saw the nice scab that I had.
I will tell you that the whole microphone thing, I heard that there was some stuff that you were saying that was not appropriate at the time. Broadcast professional. Something about a woman who may have won the cruise, and you were hoping that she was bringing 2 of her big body parts with her.
Our flotation devices.
Yes.
I said that?
Yeah. I guess on the microphone.
I remember that.
Listen, I just want to say right now, I don't recall a lot of this stuff. I also don't apologize for any of it. I loved it all.
The crowd loved it.
It was a great time.
There was at least 2 different times where I was standing there talking to JoJo, and as I feel a grizzly bear just pushed me from behind.
Was it me?
Twice. And the funny thing, not jokingly, not like, hey, I'm going to bump into Galvin and stuff, just going through the crowd and just wailed into me, and I'm like, all right, just going through, I guess.
I did see that too at one point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I do remember seeing you and Chad once.
Yep.
I don't. That's all.
There
Over
was
there.
There was a very nice black woman that wanted a picture of JoJo and her sister because she never had a picture with twins. And we kept on saying they're not twins. And she goes, it's crazy to see twins, whatever. And JoJo's like, we're not twins. And she goes, so I want to get a picture of me and the twins. And we're not twins. And she goes, all right, twins, get in and smile.
All right.
We're definitely not twins.
Dude, that's like yesterday. I had two great stories from one guy at the tailgate. I'm sitting there with Melanie Martin at the, there's a big inflatable Bud Light chair. And she's sitting in it, and I'm leaning on the arm talking to her. And this guy comes up, and he's like, hey, is that your wife? And I go, no, it's not my wife. He goes, oh, yeah, it is. I've seen her before on the podcast. I go, no. And she goes, no, I'm not his wife. And he goes, yeah, you are. I've seen her. And we're like, okay. I don't know what you want me to say.
It's wild.
It's not my wife. And then the same guy came up to me, and he goes, you got a second? I want to tell you a story, which never turns out good anyway, but this was actually pretty funny. He goes, I met you at the food drive last year. I said, okay. He goes, I came by. I'm a huge fan. And I was in the military, and after I got out of the military, my wife and I moved to the Philippines. And I said, okay. And he goes, and I came over, and I was telling you guys how much I loved your show, and I was excited to meet you guys. And he goes, and I told you that I moved to the Philippines, and I still listen to the show every day on the app. And you looked at me, and he goes, and that's when you just took the wind out of my sail. The guy was so defeated. He goes, that's when you just crushed me. And I go, what did I say? And he goes, I said to you, I listen to the show every day from the Philippines, and you said, well, that's the internet for you. And I go, no.
All right.
Listen, just right now, when you reminded me that you listen from the Philippines every day, I said to myself, God, that internet's something else, isn't it? I was not. I said, I don't think that you took it the wrong way. I was genuinely amazed that you could be in another country and still listen to the show every day.
Left the country, took the show with him. Not impressed.
Yeah, I was impressed. I was very impressed.
I mean, you know, at the time it was 2024. We've had the internet for a
It was actually 23 at the time.
That internet is something.
Yes, it is.
I used to have to explain to my mom whenever I was on when I first got into radio, and I said, you know, you can listen online and stuff. And my mom goes, "Can your cousins in Pittsburgh?" And I go, "The World Wide Web. Yes, in Pittsburgh is part of the world. They can listen up there."
That's so funny. Isn't that funny how like mothers and grandmothers get that? Like my wife is very intelligent. She's got a master's degree. There'll be a time in the next 20 years where she's like, "Can you hear it?"
Right.
Like they just.
Oh, I had to call
can't keep up with time.
I had to call my wife out. I go, "You don't know what Wi-Fi is, do you?" She had no, like, what do you mean? Like she doesn't know. Whenever she'll be doing something, whatever, and she goes, "This stupid phone." She always blames the phone. I go, "Are you on the Wi-Fi?" And she goes, "I don't know." And I go, "Do you even know what Wi-Fi is?"
When I showed my mom that she could watch the show on YouTube on her television in her living room, and she was watching it on her phone every morning, that blew her mind.
Yeah.
My grandmother refused to accept technology. Refused. Like I go, Graham, they have this thing. It was a printer. And I could, she was so in love with Joey when Joey was born. I was her great-grandchild. And I said, I can send you pictures of Joey. I hit a button and it prints out in your house. And she goes, but what do I need? I go, nothing. I will buy you the printer, you plug it in, and I will do the rest. But how does it connect? Through the Wi-Fi. Oh, we don't want the Wi-Fi.
The Wi-Fi.
What do you mean you don't want the Wi-Fi? Well, what are we going to do with it? I go, Graham, you have a box from the 1920s with index cards in it and faded print of recipes. You can find that all online.
Yeah.
You could watch a cooking show while you're cooking.
I think there's a certain point in your life where you just give up on technology. You go, I've learned what I've learned, and I'm not going forward.
Do you see that happening in your life?
No, but you never know. I mean, because there are things where I go, yeah, I'm not going to find out what that is. Like, I don't do TikTok. I don't do, different stuff. So there are.
If I said to you tomorrow, there's going to be something. If you're running, Galvin, and your knees start to give up just because you're 70 years old, okay? Mm-hmm. But they have these new knee braces that you put on and it gives you the knees of a 20-year-old. Mm.
Yeah. You may just go, nah. Yeah, maybe God doesn't want me to run anymore.
But also, you can't teach a dog you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
no.
You can if they're willing to learn.
Yeah.
If
But
they're
it's
willing to learn. But some
dogs are just like, yeah, nah, I'm old. I'm done. I'm done.
Joe gave up on technology in like the mid-90s.
Yeah.
All right.
Like 97, 98.
That's why all his cameras and phones and everything are
All
from
right.
the 90s.
I'll tell you something. Out of all of you, I saw Pap the most over vacation.
That's right.
And
What
not for social reasons.
No.
Pap came over the other day and is using right now the brand new board with no chocolate milk in it.
Oh, wow. Here's some tea
$700.
with honey.
$700, Rob.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Best.
Well, listen,
I'll be done soon.
until Max comes back.
I will tell you one
The
thing.
thing about technology is all the stuff, all the advancements, and it's all great, everything, all this stuff. You can do everything, whatever. We were in Hard Rock, and I was trying to place a bet on the Hard Rock app, and I'm sitting in the Hard Rock casino.
And it's telling me I'm out of the location. And I'm holding my phone and I go,
but I'm here. I'm in.
On the reservation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was on.
You should be allowed to do it
yeah.
there.
No, I mean, I was on the Wi-Fi and I don't know. Sometimes
I'm
it doesn't.
here.
I was having a lot of trouble.
I went to the Bucks game when they played the Panthers, and I could not place bets in the stadium.
Oh,
I had to
really?
go up and go inside, and then
Yeah, cell phone reception for some reason the stadium's always kind of weird.
right.
I think it's so many people in one spot.
But also, come on,
Yeah.
2025.
You know what, though?
Of like illegal, like something illegal.
Why?
Because you're in there, and if you're watching on TV, there's a delay. And I know, like, all bets go for, like, you know, they do it by time, by like what's happening in the stadium. But I don't know. I feel like that seems illegal to me.
They don't have a player prop will get shot on the field in the next
Right.
5 minutes.
No, but what she's saying is true.
No, I know,
I mean,
yeah, you
there
say
is-
something.
there is definitely a delay, and I always point that out to people. Like,
Go because you'll be watching a game and go, oh well, this is definitely gonna happen. Guess what? It already happened. You know what I mean?
but Carmen,
And it was just the Wi-Fi thing because once I got up and went inside, it worked totally fine.
yeah, so I don't know.
Well, I can tell you that my Hard Rock app worked great yesterday and completely took all of my money with Mike Evans. Although Mike Evans had a great day, did not score a touchdown yesterday and ruined all my parlays.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was so positive he was going to score
I
yesterday.
mean,
It
it
made
made
sense. It made sense. You thought he was going to be targeted a lot,
Yeah.
and he gets touchdowns. So yeah.
What a great ending to that game yesterday. I mean, the whole game made me nervous because I was like, if this is how we're going to play, this is terrible.
Yeah.
But then
Sorry.
Panda, I didn't know what was happening.
That was me.
Just the way that they step up at the end and then giving it to Mike. Like I left the house when after they scored. I had to take Juliana to volleyball, and I go, damn it, they scored. He's not
I know
getting
you
the ball
text me
back.
like you're like
God, what a damn shame. He's
Yeah.
4 yards short.
Yeah, and then I got in the car, and they were like, Puck's got the ball back. And I went, oh,
Yeah.
man. And Gene Deckerhoff, boy, it was yesterday. It was a guy in the car. I heard him for 2 minutes. He's like, that's it. We're going to get. That's it. We're going to go. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, it's not. Yeah.
Oh.
And then at the end, it was funny because I was driving and I heard you go, I don't know, Gene Deckerhoff is a legend. And I went, yes, I don't dislike Gene. I think he's a wonderful man and he sounds great. That voice is legendary and all that.
Yeah.
But he's old and it might be time to hang it up. And then all of a sudden he goes, at the end, he said to Mike, did you hear? No, you didn't hear.
No, I didn't hear, no.
He said to Dave Moore, he has a walking stick. And that walking stick has an alarm on it, like in case he falls.
Really?
Because he goes, fire the cannons, and he hit this little siren. He goes, you hear that? That's my walking stick. It has that. And I went, oh, he's got to help me. I've fallen and I can't get up. I've fallen and I can't get up.
remember we saw
Saw him in Germany.
Yeah, he was
he,
great.
he looked fine. He never had a walking stick then.
No, I mean, yeah, but no, that was 2 years ago.
Yeah, true.
You know?
I think he's in his 70s.
Oh, he's got to be in his 80s.
No, I think
70, probably mid 70s, I think.
I say Gene Deckerhoff has got to be 82 or higher.
yeah.
No, maybe
He is
To me, he's a legend, man.
He is 100% legend.
I will tell you how
How
old.
old he is? What do you say he is?
80.
You say 80? You say
76.
any other guesses? Joe, you're old.
77.
Carmen, do you know who Gene Deckerhoff is?
Okay.
Get you done.
79.
Oh,
79.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if this might be his last year. I don't know.
Look, I'm not saying it should be. I
Yeah.
just he's always wrong, and it still sounds. But Pat Summerall was like, never right. And,
That's why you got Dave Moore.
Yeah. And Dave Moore does a great job.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they just
play-by-play is very hard. I think it's extremely tough.
One time I said to him, I was interviewing him, and then after the interview, I said, Gene, how much do you prepare for a game each week? Like, when do you start? Because at the time, he was doing both.
Yeah, he did.
He used to do Florida State and then the Bucks, and he would travel like overnight to get to the Bucks game.
By car.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would fly. But he showed me, he goes, during the break, he goes, if you want to see it, I'll show you. I got it here. I go, nah, I just want to know. I don't really want to see it.
But how much of
They
it?
have producers in their ear saying what the guy's name is, who caught it, the number, and all that stuff. It's got to be the most difficult. It's got to be hockey.
Yeah,
because hockey goes so fast, and the names,
Right.
you got to be just like.
They've got
Spotters
spotters in there that'll point to the player on the field.
Yeah, I used to be in that booth sometimes because when I worked for CBS, we had the rights to the Bucks, and Jeff Ryan, who was my boss at the time, runs the broadcast, and he's got it down to a science. So I would watch Jeff. And Jeff would stand over to the right. There'd be spotters with the binoculars calling in their ears, and then everything that they do is sponsored. So he'd be like, and he's tackling the 49. Speaking of 49 burgers and wings, and because Jeff Ryan would just hand him a index card with what he had to read.
I have to imagine that almost all that stuff is on a monitor now. That it just comes up, where
I
it has.
think it's not.
I mean,
Yeah,
but
I
they
think
may
it's so used to
stick
using
old
it.
school and do it that way, whatever. But I'm thinking like basketball guys, because I'll see basketball guys because sometimes the guys will go into the broadcast area, whatever, and knock the computer, and they have a bunch of computers there, and they're seeing the replay before they show the replay
Right.
and all the different stuff. So, I mean, obviously they have advantages.
One of the other takeaways from yesterday's game was Tom Brady got so much better doing what he does.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he sounded so good yesterday. He's lending more of his knowledge as being a player than he is a broadcaster.
Yeah, I think I heard him do a game last week, and it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I would say number one takeaway from the Saints and Bucks game is that Spencer Rattler is maybe the weirdest.
Looking dude in the world. Oh, yeah.
Is he black or white?
I don't know.
I think he might be part snake.
He's a rattler.
He's a weird creature to look at.
He really is. He is what I like to call tough to look at.
I've been going to Bucks games since I was like 8 years old every year, and that Mike Evans, when he got that 1,000 yards, that was by far one of the coolest things I've witnessed in a lot of sports. Like everybody knew that when they got the ball back, the whole stadium started going nuts. They're all chanting Mike, Mike, Mike. And it was awesome. It was such a moment to see. It was amazing.
What's so disappointing about that is me in the car trying to explain to my wife and daughter how this is going to be a moment in history that we're going to, and neither one of them caring at all.
Oh, say
at
that.
all. And I'm like I almost have a tear in my eye, and they're like, oh, good for him. I go, remember you met Jerry? Yeah, Jerry Rice had it for so long, and this is the first, and he's with us, and it's going to happen right now. And they were like, do you think we can go to the Chinese restaurant?
I got goosebumps.
I teared up a little bit. It was amazing.
Right.
I gotta be honest with you. I didn't cry, but I was like emotional for him. I was so happy because he's also such a good guy, and he's so unassuming.
Every time I've
met Mike Evans, he has been the nicest dude. He'd talk to you, whatever. He was super cool. My son was little. Talked to him about Fortnite at the time and stuff. And like, it's just like you just wanted it so bad for the guy to get that. And the fact that they got the chance with like 40 seconds left,
It would have really sucked.
Yeah.
If it would have ended, I mean, when he scored, I went, it was so deflating. But what a great way to end the day. We got a lot of things to go over today. I still have something that happened that I haven't brought up to you guys yet. That is it was a Category 5 disaster. Disaster that I haven't even told you about, and we'll get to that here in a little bit.
At some point,
I now figured, because often you say you don't have a lot of friends to hang out with. Now I know why.
Why?
Because you are the most confusing person to try and hang out with of all time. I was so confused last Friday night. So Mike sends me a text on like Wednesday. He was like, hey man, are you working on Friday? I go, no. He's like, okay. I think we're going to go out Thursday night back to Newport Richie and do some drinking. I'm like, round 2, cool. And then Thursday, I hear nothing. Then like 9 o'clock on like Friday night, he's like, you going out? I'm like sitting on the couch, I go, what? Like, do I have plans tonight? Or like, I was so confused about what he was saying. And
okay, let me explain from
He is also just
terrible at texting.
He'll just text something that has no reference to anything, no context, and you're just like, I don't know.
I was sitting next to my wife, I what do you think he means? Like, do I have plans and he wants to come along, or what am I doing?
So Thursday, the plan was we were talking about going out.
Right.
Okay. And Pete said he wanted to go out. And I said, well, let's go. He goes, let's go back to Newport Richie and hang out. I was like, perfect. So I text you to see if you wanted to go out. Thursday, my wife has her family over for dinner, and I thought, after dinner, we'll go out. So Pete hits me up, and he's like, let's go. And I go, okay, good. So I call Tom, and he's not answering. And I'm like calling and texting him.
This is on Thursday.
On Thursday. And he doesn't answer me. So I write back to Pete, he's not answering. And he goes, all right, forget about it. Because I couldn't go out drinking and drive, so I was not going to go out. I didn't want to risk it. So then nothing happened on Thursday. So then on Friday, I was like, I don't know, maybe we'll go out tonight. So I was like, so I was just seeing what you were doing, like if you had plans on Friday.
But I was like, is he
Trying to like jump onto my plans, or
I didn't know.
Yeah.
If you would have said, do you have plans on a Friday? I would have been like, no, but let's go do something.
Yeah.
Or I thought you might also have been like, no, dude, I'm burnt out.
Yeah. I was like, and I even sent the text. I go, I don't know, man. I'm so confused right now. What you're trying to ask me.
I'm so confused. And I go, oh, me too. I don't know what to do.
You're like, I can't get a hold of Tom. I go, Tom, what is going on? I look at him. Tom's gonna drive. I'm like, but I thought that was last night. And then I'm like, all right, well, do you want to? I can meet you up at the. You want to go to Whiskey Willie's?
Yeah, you said you're Whiskey
I go, I'll get up. I'll go out. I'm like, if you really want to go out, let's go. Let's do something.
Yes, the answer to that question, Gio, is I still have no friends.
Yeah.
And I still didn't go out. I didn't do any.
It was like 10 o'clock and we were still texting about whether or not it was going out. I'm like, sure, I guess I can.
I can make the plans. We can go get something.
Everybody I saw yesterday at the tailgate and everyone from work, they're like, so did you go away? I'm so used to going away and doing stuff on my vacation. And they're like, no. And I go, no, I didn't. And they go, did you go? Did you do anything? No. We did nothing. This is 2 weeks and we did nothing. Mostly sat around and watched TV and did nothing, just relaxed.
Well, I would have gone out Thursday. I would have gone out Friday had I understood what you were asking.
I want to go back to Newport. Rich, I want to go back to the Red Room.
Let's
and
go.
See, I want to look for signs of what happened last time we were there.
I told you I was still down there.
At 3 o'clock in the morning.
That's pretty awesome. I don't recall anything about the Red Room. Like if you asked me to draw it, I couldn't draw it. The layout, I don't know how big it is. I don't know what kind of girls are there. I don't know nothing. All I know is those guys were nice to us. Thank you to the Red Room. But I feel like I want to go back there and see if I have any flashbacks. I feel like I want to go in and be like, oh yeah, I remember this now. Except there's that one guy that's the one that beat me up. So, all right, let's take a break and get this show started today. It is January 6, 2025, which means we have a whole new lineup today. Or do we?
Oh.
So much speculation. You guys don't know. I was going to tell everybody at 7 o'clock, but then I got an email from John Brennan and it said 8 o'clock. So
8 o'clock.
I don't know. If
When's
it was-
Metallica?
You're gonna be late.
When's Metallica?
No.
ACDC
Yeah.
playing?
Why, Carmen?
Oh, no, you can't do it at 8 o'clock.
Why?
We have Bone Bonuses back.
Oh, I got to do it at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do it at 7 o'clock.
Executive decision. Yeah,
you,
Bone
Joe.
Bonus is back, by the way, so you guys can win $1,000. 8, 10, noon, 2, and 5. So be listening for the Bone Bonus keyword, and then you do all the stuff and the things and get the app. And
You know what I did realize over the break from watching a lot of videos on Instagram? I don't know how to build anything. I don't know how to build. If you gave me all the tools in the world and a piece of wood and said build something, I'd be like, I don't know. I could probably sand this down to a ball.
yeah, you never did it.
No, I never did it. I never did it. Not for lack of wanting. Nobody ever taught me. I don't know. Like I feel like if you put me in the woods, my survival instincts will give me 2 or 3 days to live. If you gave me the wood, I would just kill myself with the tools.
But like you didn't take shop in high school.
No, we didn't have that. I went to like a business prep.
I took shop in high school, but doesn't mean I know how to do anything. I made a screwdriver handle. I
Carmen,
think.
you know what I did? I took sewing and I made an apron.
But see, like I had sewing, and my grandma was a good sewer, so she taught me a little bit more. But like I took shop, so like I feel like I wouldn't be great at it. I wouldn't be able to sell my stuff. But if you put me in a shop right now, I could make you something.
I couldn't even tell you what 90% of the tools do.
Oh,
Like
really?
the idea that John Brennan can make things and Jason builds cabinets and
But
stuff like
also-
that. No way.
What did their dads do?
Yeah.
That's why.
I could say it. I could smack a guy. I get that from my
Right,
dad.
exactly. Yeah.
Yesterday, while I was at the Bucks game, my wife and my father-in-law installed a brand new toilet in our house.
Oh.
And I was blown away by that. I was like, how did this get here? What'd you do with the old one?
But like,
Where'd
you
it
don't
go?
think you could watch a YouTube video and do that yourself?
Not a toilet.
I can tell you this. I did replace the entire flush valve in my toilet. I did that on my own. And I videoed myself doing it for my wife. I said, just so you know, I'm plumbing. I plumbed
I could have been a
today.
I'm a plumber.
I said, I just want you to know that I didn't have somebody come over and do it.
So,
Yeah.
Carmen, I have Super Eat and Air put in a thermostat upstairs in my house that is digital and it can connect to Wi-Fi and I can change the temperature and stuff from my phone.
Right.
And I know everybody's like, yeah, we've had that for 20 years. But
The
I'm
internet,
saying,
huh?
yeah, they put one in my house and it was working great. And then one day the power went out. And when the power went back on, it was no longer connected to my phone. I've watched 5 videos and have read the book like 3 times and finally went, yeah, it just doesn't work. I mean,
Yeah,
it works.
that's
it
you,
works.
though.
100% it's me. 100%.
Can I tell you,
Yellowstone.
I still can't hook my laptop to my Wi-Fi
Wi-Fi
at home.
yeah.
Just one day it went out, and now it doesn't work. And Carmen, listen, I've hooked up the laptop to the Wi-Fi here. I've done it. There's some sort of setting or something. I have no idea.
No.
I don't know computers. And it's so funny because our engineers will be like, do you have the sniff on? And I go, I don't even know what that is.
You
Like,
know
I
the
was-
difference.
you gotta get in there. You do it.
So it's the work laptop.
Yeah.
Then it's on them because I will say this: I got a new laptop setup, whatever, and I connected my email, and then I returned it. So I disconnected it, and it made all my accounts that aren't here disconnect. So I can't log on to my email anywhere
Oh,
but
boy.
here, which means I have to take in all of my devices for them to unlock it. So that exactly.
And
so
they
that's,
love that. They're very
they're
cordial.
very understanding about it.
Their presentation.
Oh, we love to,
calling the right number.
we'd love to fix all this stuff as you broke
Yeah.
in.
All right, let's take a break. When we come back, first Sporkle of the year. Slate is clean, starting new. We'll do it next. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. 2025, baby. We're 25 years away from it being 2050. How weird is that? We're way beyond all the years in sci-fi movies.
Right, all the futuristic things.
Yeah.
We're way beyond that, and we still don't have flying cars yet.
We kind of do.
Yeah.
We don't.
Not like a commercial where people are flying them around and doing all this stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's, obviously big drones that you can actually fly on.
Right.
Can I tell you that I respect everybody's religion. I really do. You see how I stand up for the Scientologists all the time because I believe
Because you are one.
Because what?
Because you are one.
No, I would
Yeah.
never.
Yeah, that's why you
What
bought
did
a condo down there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Me and Tom. I finally met Tom Cruise. No, I believe in people's right to worship whatever they want, and I respect it, even as weird as it may seem to me. But I will tell you that is it necessary that we cover the Epiphany every year like we're doing?
Oh,
like
yeah.
Channel 10 actually has Jameson Euler, their top anchor in the morning, out there live at the Epiphany thing, and there's nothing even happening. It's dark there now. They took the guy away from the desk and put him in Tarpon Springs so he could stand there and talk about this thing that only means so much to such a small group of people.
Yeah, but it's a group of people that love it and do it every year.
But what about
and
the
it's-
rest of the? I mean, like,
They're-
does it mean anything to you?
They're trying to fill time. Does half of the stuff they report on mean anything to me? No.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what they do with news. They deliver news, but to spend as much time as they are on this thing, the Epiphany is where they throw the cross into the water. The kids jump in there, and whoever catches the cross is supposed to be the next anointed kid. Blah, blah, blah. And like 50% of those kids go to jail by the time they're like, seriously, like every one of those kids who got the cross when in like the 90s ended up being a criminal.
Is it luck for you? Good luck for the year? Was that what it was?
Something
Yeah, that's
like
what it's supposed to be.
that,
yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing about news is a lot of times they're just putting stuff. I literally just read, it's so funny that you bring it up because I just read something and I go, who cares? Who could possibly care about this? They had a thing, where was it? It was about Luke Combs, that the Panthers are doing so bad that the fans said they should have Luke Combs play. What?
What does that mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he said, I'm ready to suit up. And they said, no, thanks. And that was a news
Oh,
story.
like play in the game?
yeah. Yeah.
I thought you meant play a concert at the
No,
stadium.
no, it's for him to play in the game. Play
See,
for
the
the Carolina Panthers.
The problem is because we live in this 24-hour news cycle, like you can only recycle a story so many times before you're like, okay, I've heard this on every other station.
Right.
And like Galvin said, you just have to fill time.
But it's also, I got to be honest with you, I don't think it's a 24-hour news cycle anymore. I think it's maybe 3-hour news cycle, whatever. When people send me stuff that was a big news story 4 days ago, I go, you can't possibly think that I haven't seen this.
Thank you, by the way. You put the Drumeo out, and you're like, I know, just for like,
Yes.
Gio has already seen this.
Yeah, it was Stuart Copeland playing Limp Bizkit.
Because I've had a dozen people send that to me since then.
And they still will. They still will. Yeah.
And like, listen, I even double like guess myself. Should I send this to Galvin when it's about betting or something?
Yeah.
And if I'm doing that, I know Galvin.
Right.
You don't know Galvin. So you just don't send him anything.
Yeah, and then people get it confused, whatever, because they'll be like, hey, sorry to DM you. I know you hate DMs. I don't hate DMs. I hate whenever you send me the stuff that I already see.
Yeah.
If you have something to say, that's fine, whatever, but I don't know.
Or you send something that is completely irrelevant, has nothing to do with me.
And no context.
Yeah, no context whatsoever. And I say, why did you send this to me? Oh, sorry, wrong person. Or, oh, I was drinking.
Yeah.
It's the
I was
same.
drinking is my favorite. I get that a lot.
Yeah, you should stop drinking. If you're sending random people DMs and it has nothing to do with them, you should stop drinking. That's a sign of a problem.
Yeah.
We're not random, Galvin. We're their friends.
No.
I just looked at my phone for the first time since the last break. I got 80 texts that the mics were hot. Yeah, we know the mics were hot.
Yeah.
Joe, fix it, though.
I did.
Good job,
I
Joe.
did. Thank you, everyone.
There is a poll in the chat, though, Joe, and it's not going well. It's asking whether or not you think Pap did fix the audio like he claims, and overwhelming like 80% say no, you did not fix it.
Is the audio still echoing, though?
No.
You're sure?
Yeah, because the mic is off,
Yeah,
so it's
mic
not
is off.
feeding back.
I'm just making sure.
Can I tell you before we get into Sporkle something I did do during this break that I was very surprised and proud of myself?
What's that?
I went to the bookstore.
What? What?
Well, I mean,
Did you have to go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
yes, Calvin, I did. As a matter of fact, I took my wife and daughter to Wiregrass, and I said, I'm not getting out of the car. I will park while you guys shop. And they were shopping, and they took so long, I had to pee, and I went into the Barnes & Noble to pee, and I went, let me browse while I'm here.
Oh.
I bought not one, but 2 books and read one that day.
Oh,
wow.
wow.
I'm already, I bought Al Pacino's biography, which I started and I haven't finished yet. And
Do you have to read it in his voice? Which voice do you read? Do
You
read
start
Young
in the beginning,
Michael?
you read Young Michael, and then you get, and I go, whoa. Somewhere around the 90s, you go, whoa, and then read the rest like that.
Right.
I got a book about Rikers Island, where my dad worked.
Oh, that's cool.
Blew through that pretty quick.
I got a book as well.
You did? What did you get?
But I didn't go to the bookstore. I ordered it on Amazon because I got a spicy book.
Oh, like what? Like, see, like I think
don't
to me,
know.
like that books can't scare me, and that's what I think about books that can't turn me on. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, so last year I bought a couple books and I made it through a half of one
Before you had to rub one out?
No, because it was just so uninteresting. I couldn't get into it. You know what I mean? It was
Right.
just supposed to be a fun read, and it just was not. So then I saw a girl that said, if you're trying to get into reading, try spicy novels. They, you know,
Spicy.
that's what they're called.
Yeah.
So then I was like, you know what? Let me give this reading thing a try again, and I'll try spicy novels.
Why don't you start?
Spicy.
Why don't you spice up some of your old favorites like Button Up Buddy?
You know what? That's a good one. You should try and read that.
No. So anyway, I read a book. Carmen read a book. So
I'm reading a book.
What are you reading?
The Van Halen book that Gio got me for my birthday.
Yeah, that's good.
I will not be reading anytime soon.
No.
All right, Carmen, what are we giving away today? We got new stuff.
Yeah, we do. We got a bunch of new stuff. So we got tickets for the Bruins versus Lightning.
Okay.
We have tickets for Monster Jam.
Nice.
Supercross, Alice Cooper, Reggae Rise Up, and Papa Roach and Rise Against.
Mm.
All right, let's do it right now. A little bit of Sporkle. Here we go.
Don't forget at some point we got to do all our football picks that we've missed for the last 3 weeks.
All right, Carmen is the keeper of Sporkle. Pap is your judge and scorekeeper.
Did Jonah do it?
Oh, no.
Don't worry, Joe. I didn't either.
I'm wondering who did what.
Yeah. Carmen, what are we playing today?
All right. Today we're going to be playing Movie songs. Can you name the movie from the memorable song? Okay.
Like, why wouldn't they put Amanda Pappas out at this thing? She's Greek, right? Doesn't
I
that
would
seem
think
like it would make more
Pappas
sense?
Is it Greek?
And
Yeah.
you can just put another weather person in there. I don't know. Movie song. Sorry, Carmen. I'm with you.
Amanda Pappas.
You were giving you the movie.
Yes, correct. I'm going to give you the song. You're going to give me the movie.
All right.
Okay. Your first one. When You Wish Upon a Star.
Snow White.
Pinocchio.
Pinocchio. Geo. My Favorite Things.
My Fair Lady.
1965. Mike Calta.
That's the one.
Mrs. Robinson.
The Graduate.
Galvin. Born to be Wild. 1969. Born,
Easy Rider.
Mike Calta. Raindrops Keep Falling on
Butch
My
Cassidy and
Head.
Sundance Kid.
Mike Calta. Suicide is Painless.
MASH.
Mike. Gonna Fly Now.
Rocky.
Mike. Staying Alive.
Saturday Night Fever.
Mike. Old Time Rock and Roll.
Risky Business.
Galvin. I Just Called to Say I Love You. 1984. I Just Called to Say I Love You.
Sleepless in Seattle.
Lionel Richie.
I don't know.
The Woman in Red was the movie. Don't You Forget
Breakfast Club.
Mike. And Pap, we're halfway there.
You just quit in the middle of my
Yeah.
name?
Mike.
You're Mike.
Mike.
Gio has a single point on the board.
Oh.
Congratulations. Galvin has 2 points, and Michael is your leader right now. He is winning with 7.
Oh,
That can't be right.
your mic's on.
All right. Movie songs. You're naming the movies by these memorable songs. Your next one. Who Wants to Live Forever? 1986.
Live and Let Die.
Who wants to live forever? I don't even know the song.
Who Wants to Live Forever?
Sing a little bit.
Who wants to live forever?
No help.
Highlander.
Oh,
That's why.
Could be only one.
Wind Beneath My Wings.
Beaches.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually pronounced bitches.
I was dating a girl that used to make me watch that all the time.
It's the worst.
All the time.
Sad movie.
I've never seen it.
It's
died.
good, Carmen.
She dies.
Oh.
Who plays the young Bette Midler?
Oh, Blossom.
Yeah, Blossom.
All right. Your next one. I'm so excited.
Beverly Hills
19
Cop.
Oh,
1988.
48 hours. Damn it.
Beverly
I'm
Hills Cop
so
2.
excited. Working Girl.
Good movie.
In Your Eyes. 1989.
That's,
In your face.
Say anything.
yeah.
Galvin. Unchained Melody.
Ghost.
Ghost.
Mike. Bohemian Rhapsody.
Wayne's World.
Oh.
Geo. Man of Constant Sorrow.
Oh, brother, where art thou?
Mike.
Soggy Bottom Boys.
Oh, yeah.
Gangsta's Paradise.
Dangerous Minds.
Yeah.
Geo.
Michelle Pfeiffer in a backwards chair.
Yeah.
And Pap. We are on the last 3.
Galvin has 3 points on the board. Gio surprising with 4.
Oh,
And Michael is your leader right now. He is winning with 9.
9. All right, I can get all 3.
I like double digits.
All right. Movies by memorable songs. Last 3. Here we go. Lose Yourself.
8 Mile.
Galvin. It's Hard Out Here for a Pimp.
Hustler. Hustle and Flow.
Hustle and Flow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that. DJ Falls.
Galvin. And your last one. My Heart Will Go On.
Titanic.
Galvin.
There you go.
Almost made a comeback.
Your final score, Gio
Nope.
with 4 points. Galvin with 6, and Michael is your triumphant champion today. He won with 9.
Great way to start the year.
Would you like to hear totals?
I'm good, thank you. Let me grab a winner.
I usually win the first one of the year.
You didn't know. Good morning, who's this?
Usually have one year.
Hey, this is Kurt.
How are you, Kurt?
Good. How are you guys?
Kurt, you're the winner. I'm going to put you on hold. Carmen will grab you during the break. You'll get to choose a prize of your liking, and hope you enjoy it. Thank you, Kurt.
Awesome. Thank you.
Hold on, brother. Galvin, what do we have coming up in news?
Coming up in news today.
First, I'm going to give you the news station lineup.
Oh, I thought you weren't allowed.
I
What?
thought we were supposed to do it because it's 8 o'clock.
You're going to do it now?
No, when we come back.
When we come. So when we come back before news, we'll give the news station lineup.
Yes.
If there is one. If anything changed, we
I
don't
don't
know. And then news, we have AIDS medal.
AIDS medal?
Yeah, divorce day.
I don't want to win that.
Divorce day. And guess who's 50?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
All right.
Guess who's 60?
All right.
Well, yeah. That happened over the break.
All right. That's me.
Pep got old. That was initially what I had heard. That Roger and JP show is going away, whether it be for budget reasons or they didn't want to do 2 shows or whatever the deal was. I don't know. Because for those of you who don't know, Roger and JP do a morning show. They're on right now in Long Island.
Don't listen.
Don't listen, yeah. And then they do a separate show for Tampa afterwards. No one ever asks us to do separate shows anymore. Nobody ever comes to me and says, "We need you in Los Angeles to do a second show."
Thank God.
Thank God. There's no way I'm doing that.
No.
Anyway, so this is the change. One of the this is just the beginning, but this is one of the major changes. At 10 o'clock every day, taking over for Dizzy, the new host of the after show is Johnny Balsack, Johnny B.
Right.
Johnny Beatties.
Yes.
Johnny B is hosting the after show, and he will be on from 10 to 11 every day after the show. We announced that before the break.
Mm-hmm.
And I will tell you, I love Dizzy, and Dizzy is still very much a part of the lineup. You'll find out here in a couple of seconds.
Yeah,
Dizzy's more in the lineup, I think, than anybody else.
probably.
But I do love the idea that Johnny B is associated with our show. I think Johnny's a very funny guy. I think he'll do a great job. I would imagine the after show is supposed to be a show that talks about this show.
That's what it's supposed to be?
It's supposed to be a show that says like, today Joe turned the microphones on during the break. There were hot mics. What do you guys think of that? You know what I mean? I don't know. Just I'm making something up.
Right. Or if there's like an argument, who was right?
Right.
Was Carmen right when she said this, or did Mike actually never say that? You know, whatever it means. So
I assume since Johnny was taking over, he would naturally be talking about what Dizzy did last weekend.
maybe he will.
So the way I see it is on days where there's something for Johnny B to talk about pertaining to the show, he talks about it. And for days that there aren't, he talks about what Johnny B wants to talk about. I feel and trust in Johnny enough to think that will be great.
Johnny's very excited to be on the radio when the sun is in the sky.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Because a lot of nighttime radio, and nighttime radio gets very lonely sometimes.
Nighttime radio is fun because you can kind of do more and do
Yeah.
whatever you want and all that stuff, and you don't really have the ratings pressure because it's out of the window. But also, it's like you said, you don't get to see anybody. Half the building doesn't even know who you are.
Yeah.
And most people aren't listening that we work with because they're already ending their day. So I get it, man. I worked at night for a long time. I get it. So anyway, Johnny B is going to be taking over from the 10 to 11 spot. These are the things you knew about already. Here are the things that you kind of figured out on your own that I don't even think we knew was a done deal until probably a week before Christmas because there were so many things rattling around. The new show that's going to go on from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. will be Javier Poussois, JP of the Roger and JP show.
Mm-hmm.
JP will still host that show. He will be on it, and that show will consist of Dizzy and Monica. How in the world JP and Monica are going to survive together, I have no idea, but it will probably make for great radio.
So they just hated Roger and Brett?
I mean, I understand why they hated Brett.
Well, we know who does not like Brett.
Brett. I got rid of Brett.
Yeah,
I said he's out.
You've been trying to get that to happen for a while.
No more of that fake impression of me.
And then Joe said, I want to be the oldest on the station.
Yeah.
Right.
So you got to get rid of
Oh, wow.
So the JP show, which I assume is that what it's going to be called, I don't know. Or
JP.
JP.
Is JP featuring anybody or is just JP?
Nope.
It's just JP.
Just JP.
With Monica and Dizzy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that's show number 1 for Dizzy.
And that airs from 11
to 1.
till 1.
Right. Which is, I think, what Roger and Roger
I
and JP
think
were
they went-
11 to 2.
Yeah. So
Now they're on 11 to 1.
right.
Then you're saying, well, what happens at 1 o'clock?
What happens
Does
at 1
Drew
o'clock?
come on early?
Does Drew come on early?
Is Drew even work here anymore?
Does Drew even work here anymore?
Come
He
in,
said I was
knock
saying
on
it.
our door.
I know.
Come on.
No.
Starting at 1 p.m. on this radio station to 4 p.m., we feature a brand new show, The John Senning Show.
No.
Sorry, Senning Show.
Yes.
Senning Show.
What?
Yeah.
So I didn't know
Senning
these.
show.
I didn't know these were written correctly.
Yes.
So right now you got the Mike Calta Show, the After Show with Johnny P,
Johnny B.
Johnny B,
Right?
then JP.
Johnny smells like
I'm
pee.
so confused.
All right.
Johnny
The
got
Mi-
one day and he already got free.
Yeah.
The Mike Calta Show, the After Show with Johnny B,
Yes.
JP,
Right.
Senning Show with Dizzy.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Featuring Dizzy?
Setting show with Dizzy. So Dizzy's on with JP and Setting
Yes.
show?
Yeah.
That's how you're
Oh, all
fighting
right.
with me.
No, I'm you're
You're
messing
arguing with
everything
me. You're
up.
changing the lineup.
You said Johnny P.
That's true.
I got very confused. There's a JP and a JB. I don't know what you want from me.
JP and Setting can't share Dizzy.
So JP is on from 11 to 1 with Monica and Dizzy.
Okay.
Then Senning Show is on from 1 to 4 with Dizzy.
No.
But wait, there's more.
Oh.
The Senning Show is on from 1 to 4 p.m. At 3 o'clock, Drew joins the show.
So is it?
And then the Drew Garabo Show with Mo is on from 4 to 6. I know it sounds like I'm making this stuff up, but I'm not. This is real.
Sending show
Yeah.
featuring Drew Garabo?
So let me tell you the truth. So not the truth, but let me lay it out for you. JP from 11 to 1, John Senning from 1 to 4, Drew Garabo from 4 to 7. But Drew comes in at 3 o'clock and does a crossover, and then at 4 o'clock, Mo comes in and it's Drew and Mo from 4 to 7.
So now Drew's on John's show, but John isn't on Drew's show.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, the turntables have turned.
Oh, man.
The son becomes the father.
Yeah.
The master becomes a Jedi, or whatever that is.
The moon is just the sun at night.
Yep. So the Senning Show will air from 1 to 4. Drew comes in at 3. And then the Drew Garabo Show will air from 4 to 7 with Mo. Everybody
Okay.
got that?
All right.
I don't
And
think
then
you're right.
If you have questions, 800-771-1025. I'm here to help. Lord knows I know what I'm
I
talking
got a
about.
lot of questions.
Yeah.
What happens at 7?
That I don't know, Galvin. And nobody told me.
There's no Mo show anymore?
No.
Oh.
no, I
Mo.
think it just goes into replays.
At
Of what?
7?
Of us?
I don't know the lineup of the replays, but I would imagine
Call John Brennan, will
Yeah,
you?
this is
Oh.
crazy.
Yeah.
I can do one better. I can go get
Go
him.
get John
Yeah.
Brennan. Go get John
We
Brennan.
got to fix this.
All right.
So let me
Go
quiz.
get John Brennan.
Let me quiz you. Let me quiz you, Galvin.
Yes.
At 2:45 p.m., who will be on the air?
Setting show. And
Dizzy show.
Dizzy and Drew
No.
Nope.
You're
will
adding
come
too much.
in 15 minutes.
You're that's right.
See,
that's
you
right.
didn't let me finish.
All right,
Don't yell at me.
Gio. Who's on at 5:35 p.m.?
Drew Garabo live featuring cat named Mo.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
correct.
All right.
All right. Pap.
Yes.
Who is on at 12:30 p.m.?
Johnny B.
Oh, come on. Come on.
You fail.
Horrible.
Galvin,
JP,
tell him.
JP and Monica.
It's JP, Monica, and Dizzy.
There you go.
Ah.
There you go.
Really, you can answer Dizzy for any of these questions.
Yes.
You get it right.
Probably right. Okay.
Pap.
Yes.
Who is on at 10:45?
That would be Johnny B.
Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
With Dizzy.
No.
All right. Sorry. I just put it in
Dizzy.
there.
No, Dizzy. Why does everybody want to sandwich Dizzy into everything? If you have any questions, we're going to bring John Brennan in. 800-771-1025 with the phone number. So the lineup again is the Mike Calta Show from 6 to 10 a.m. The after show with Johnny B from 10 to 11. JP from 11 to 1 with Monica and Dizzy.
Mm-hmm.
Senning show from 1 to 4 with Dizzy and a crossover with Drew at 3 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Drew Garabo live featuring Mo from 4 to 7 p.m.
Okay.
Are you sure?
I don't know.
That's way too much Dizzy.
What do you mean? I don't think you could ever get enough of Dizzy.
So basically, Monica and JP get an hour off. Dizzy has to work more.
Yes.
And Johnny B has less hours but better time.
Is that John Brennan's nostrils whistling into the microphone?
Darth Vader.
Yes.
Am I really?
Yeah.
I can't hear it.
Dragon.
Yeah, put on headphones.
You have to have one of these things.
Is it? Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Sorry. That is me breathing. Hello.
All right, John. We have questions.
I know. Yes. Go.
Okay. So in the morning, we're good, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. That's all I care
Still
about.
us?
Then
Still
the after show is Johnny B from 10 to 11.
Correct.
Then we're just calling this show JP.
Yes. JP on the bone. That's JP.
JP, Javier Poussois,
Yep.
is on with Monica and Dizzy.
Megan suggested he call himself Just Poppin' with JP.
Just popping with JP.
So now we call him Just Poppin'.
So just popping with Monica and Dizzy.
Yes. Correct.
Okay. And then Senning show, which is really the new show that we're debuting.
Correct.
That'll be on from 1 to 4, and that'll be with Dizzy. And then Drew moseys in at 3 o'clock.
He does. Yes.
So like Carmen said,
it's like a handoff.
Carmen said, John no longer on Drew's show. Drew now on John's show.
Wow.
John
yeah,
Senning featuring Drew Garabo.
The timing would work out that way. Yes, but
And then at 4 o'clock, it is Drew Garabo live featuring Mo.
yes, and they go to 7 now.
They go to 7, 4
All
to
right.
7.
Yep.
Now,
But
here's-
then, that's where our question comes in. What happens at 7 o'clock?
Well, at 7 o'clock, the Lightning play a lot.
Right.
So after that, we'll be going right into replays.
Of
It'll start. No, it's actually going to be your show first,
right.
and then into John's, and then Drew rounding out the evening, and then JP into your show.
Okay,
So I
so
think
you're
that's
just
how it
gonna
works out.
everything will get replayed. So
Everything
if you
will
miss
get
it,
replayed.
if you like our show but you're not up in the morning, you can listen in the afternoon or in the early evening.
Yes, correct.
Okay, all right.
It's sort of like what we do now. We started obviously at 11.
Oh, we don't-
I'm
we
sorry,
don't-
10.
We
but-
don't listen to this.
Yeah, no, I know you don't.
We're sleeping.
Yeah, of course. You're getting ready for the big morning.
I
So
hear
when-
every single thing that happens on this station.
When the Lightning are not playing at 7, just straight into replay?
Straight into replay.
Huh?
At this point, yes.
Okay.
Oh,
at
you're
this
saying
point.
there might
Yeah.
be more changes on the
More
horizon.
Dizzy. Dizzy's gonna get a night
More
show.
Dizzy.
You never know.
Dizzy
So-
at night.
So, but if there is a Lightning game, then there's no replay of us.
Our
Our replay would get skipped.
we push back. So you guys
Don't
will
tell
go
me.
after.
Don't tell
Yeah.
me, Carmen.
What's Mike Olivera does like a pregame to the pregame show.
He does?
Yeah.
Yes, we will be going right into Lightning game broadcast with Drew.
No more Mike
Oh,
out
he's
there.
out.
No, Mike O show gets
O stands
completely.
for out. Mike O. O stands for out.
Oh, that explains why he was so bummed out yesterday.
Oh, that explains why you got so drunk at Joe's birthday.
He was drunk.
He
was
was
he?
hammered. Oh, yeah, it was great.
He offered me tickets to everything, whatever I wanted.
Yep.
Reach in my pockets, Joe. I
It
got
was
tickets.
great. I love Mike
Like he
Olivera.
was quitting. Just take all this.
Where you want to
You
go?
want my desk? You want my ball I sit on?
Do you think he's mad about that?
I don't think so.
100%
I
mad.
saw him yesterday. He didn't seem too mad.
No, I don't.
I think the Mike O radio show is his
That's his
favorite,
primary
his
fo-
baby.
yeah,
thing,
that's-
He
baby.
does love Lightning hockey, though.
Yeah,
he does.
And
He
knows
does
a lot about it.
But there's also times when it's I don't want to say like a trouble for him, but also like he's not always here at that time, and it's sometimes a pain in the butt. So yeah. So
That guy, that's too much.
Yeah.
He's
for Mike,
Yeah, he was out at the tailgate yesterday way before I was, and then he was there after I left.
Yeah.
he works too much, and he works too much because I don't know, he feels like he needs to, and I keep telling him to stop doing that, and he does it anyway. So whatever.
It's because he doesn't
He's gonna
trust the
die.
people under him.
Probably.
Yeah. See,
don't know
if
if
you
that's
told me to
true,
take
but-
off, I'd be like, all right, see ya. I
Yeah,
trust these people.
Right. I mean, and Corey's great. Like he should trust them. It's not on them. It's
No,
on
no,
him.
yeah. I didn't mean trust. I didn't mean that was a good word. He wants to make sure he's a part of everything.
It's
Right. He's
also-
got to see everything.
It's also being in radio for as long as he has. If you take any time off, you're replaced.
He's I just don't want him to die doing what he loves.
Oh, he loves doing the lightning.
I don't want to say that.
Climbing the Empire State Building.
Just he died hanging banners at.
He's actually gonna hang himself with a banner.
Right. Just a banner hanger. That's how you see him.
No. I'm just a banner hanger.
He's got a zip tie around his neck and
Looks-
one of those barbells to keep the tents down.
That bone banner looks crooked.
Just underwater. He's sinking. Oh,
man.
Mike, this is not where I thought this would go.
All right, John, do you have the lineup in front of you?
I do not.
Okay, good. John Brennan, quiz.
Yeah.
At 3:15 p.m., who will be on the air?
John Senning. And Drew. And Dizzy.
That is correct. That
Yeah.
is correct.
Yeah.
Oh, it took you a
Can
second.
I still
huh?
call him?
Oh,
John
I didn't know I
Senning?
was naming all of them. I just was saying.
Now,
Can you still call him John Senning?
Yeah, or do I just call him
is it
Senning?
just
No,
Senning?
it's Senning Show with
Right.
your host John Senning.
Yeah,
Oh,
you call him
okay.
John
But is
Senning.
it Senning Show with your host John Senning and Dizzy?
Did
or
I say
is
that?
like-
No.
Did you
no,
hear me say that?
Featuring-
I'm not
featuring
asking you.
Well,
I'm
you
asking.
should because I know all of it.
I don't think you do.
I do. I corrected you earlier
He
whenever
has
we push back.
He has to
didn't
say
correct
featuring.
me.
He has to say featuring because he was
Yeah.
featured so long, so now he has to feature Dizzy.
Yeah.
He wasn't featured out of the gate.
I don't
True,
like
but
talking about.
Dizzy isn't new. He's not new.
I don't like talking about names on shows. Like it just makes things complicated.
Well, you just called Just Poppin'.
Well, yeah, that's
Yeah, you named
that's
that.
When are we going Mike Calta Show starring Galvin? When does
Star-
that?
Featuring.
No,
Starring.
starring.
Featuring.
I've
no
blown
with
past-
co-star.
I've blown past featuring a long time ago. Starring.
Visiting
No,
Galvin.
Starring. Galvin.
Special appearance by.
Galvin might be the only person who never wants his name on it.
With your favorite.
Yeah. Pap.
Ah.
Okay, so this all starts today.
Yes,
All
correct.
right, I'll be listening today.
Yep,
Yeah,
and you know, I think part of what we wanted to do is give some familiarity. So I think really through one, everything's gonna sound somewhat familiar, even though people thought a lot of things are changed. As much as we'll miss, Roger and Brett.
Yeah, so you guys just hated Roger and Brett?
Same.
Totally. You pretty much anybody who I've ever let go of here or had to unfortunately part ways with, I hate.
Yeah.
That's the way it is.
That's
Now-
No.
Is there any change up on the weekends?
That's a good question. Possibly, but
For
not
you.
at this point.
Okay.
No.
Interesting.
What
Is there
happened?
Oh
on
yeah,
the weekend?
replays. Yeah, some
No,
of
no,
the
no. But I mean, is there still like a sad show?
Oh.
Featuring Weirdos?
Oh man.
Yes,
Okay.
What
Yep.
about the Mo Rock show? Can I still get that?
yes, you can.
All right.
You ought to know a few other things too.
Yes, that's coming. That is correct.
What?
You ought to know with Steve Hurley.
See how I slid it in there?
Yes, you
See,
did.
I
That was
know
very
Carmen.
nice.
I know stuff.
He does. Galvin's in the know.
I just call him Hurley.
Hurley show.
Early hour. Early hour.
We got questions. Mike Calta Show. Good morning.
Good morning. Well, I was more interested in the weekend. Now we got Monday through Friday straightened out. So I wonder how JP's going to do without his boy Roger.
I think he'll be fine. I mean, the dynamic between JP and Monica is what I'm looking forward to, watching that thing explode.
Oh, that's going to be super exciting, them two.
Yeah.
I think they're going to calm JP down, though, with her a little bit.
But that is funny because now there's no voice of reason of Roger.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
Being
there
in
is.
You know what I mean?
Dizzy.
And is Dizzy gonna be that?
Dizzy's going to be throwing gas on that fire.
100%.
Yeah.
Mike Calta Show. Hello.
Yes. So over the last few weeks, you've been advertising a storm is coming to Tampa Bay. I thought you guys were changing the name of the station. So what is the storm all about? Is that just the changing up of everything? You just kind of blew everything out of the way?
Hang on. You really couldn't figure this out?
Yeah.
You really couldn't figure it. First off, we're not advertising a storm. Do you remember when they stormed the Capitol
On January 6th.
On
on
January
January
6th?
6th?
Yeah.
Never forget.
Is he still there? Did he?
Yeah, no, he's still here.
Sir?
I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
here.
So on January 6th, remember they stormed the Capitol?
Yeah, I'm not stupid. I remember it.
Oh,
Well, it sounds like you're stupid because you think a storm's coming, dum-dum. So go stand out in the wind, idiot.
Well, they have been talking about a cold front coming in for a really long time.
That's probably what I was talking about. Back in December, I was probably referring to a 3-week out cold front.
Yeah. The phrase "storm the Capitol" is on January 6th.
Yes.
I mean, they're all.
I mean, go stick your tongue to a metal pole.
This guy wanted 102.5 The Storm.
Yeah.
Mike Calta Show. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. So, quick question. Is Roger and JP still doing their show in New York? And hopefully, is Monica getting a little bit of a boost because she's working like 30 different jobs? So, hopefully, she gets a little bit more.
A couple of things. First of all, who cares about Roger and JP's New York show? Second of all, what do you care about? How do you think you know? I'd love that everybody thinks they know how much people get paid and how many jobs they have and all that stuff. You have no idea.
Also, Monica's doing less time now. Because Roger and JP was longer than JP show.
Yeah,
I mean, how dare you?
Listen, this is not a very hard job to do. To sit here and tell jokes, and sometimes you have to do other things in order to. Carmen, I'll tell you, in order to make your job worthwhile.
But to answer his questions, before taxes, she's making about, like, I would say it. Like, why would I say that?
Right? Yeah.
Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Wait for the storm.
I think everybody wants to know, what are you doing with Spike?
With who?
Oh, Spike.
Spike.
Yes, Spike had your show.
How you sticking, Spike?
Spike is...
I'm sticking like fried chicken.
Whoa.
Thank you, sir.
Right. He's stuck without a show.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Spike is part of that,
Casualty?
Casualty's not the word.
Were
but,
we actually paying Spike?
Yeah, Spike.
Oh.
Spike, it gets paid to be here. Yes.
I didn't know that.
But he still works here. He still works here, but
he's not on a show.
He's not going to be on the show as of right now.
So you're saying he's a good death pool pick for 2024?
Oh, man.
Well, he's not even on air.
Yeah, but he still works there, though.
But
That's
Which-
the Ryan
we-
whatever
Doesn't
rule.
count.
He may
Doesn't
be
count.
on air.
Has to
though.
be- it has to be on air.
We should do a little with that rule, I think.
What do you mean?
We should change up that rule a little bit because that Ryan Adams law it sucks. He's still on payroll, but he hasn't worked on air or done anything. Well, not anymore, but at the time. And he hadn't been on air for, 5 months at that point. Like, we need to change that rule up a little bit.
Okay.
It has to be like, even if you're employed, if you're not on air.
You want to call it the Spike rule?
We can call it
if you don't crack the mic
for a certain amount of time,
for 2 months, then it's over.
Or I'd say if you don't crack the mic Monday through Friday.
Oh.
Like,
wow.
even on
I don't know, man. That narrows it down.
You can't. No, you can't pick like sponsored shows.
Yeah,
but I know. But if you pick a show, I mean, what are the chances that anybody from the 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. are going to get? I mean, why would we even put them on the air if they're going to be gone in a year?
You never know. You never know.
I don't like it.
I mean, because you still have all of us.
Yeah.
You have Johnny B. You have JP, Monica, Dizzy, John Senning, Drew, Mo.
Okay.
Can we pick Dizzy twice because he has different shows?
Yeah, if he loses a show.
Yeah,
he will still be on air.
Yeah.
Man, Spike's got no show and Dizzy's got like 4 shows.
Oh,
That's going to
man.
drive him
And
nuts.
he's getting another one at 7.
Oh.
Wow. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Good morning, Mike. Just a proven point that controversy is entertaining. When Roger, I liked Roger, I liked Brett. I listened even before when the other guy was on, and started, from day one. I listened to you in the afternoons, etc. But when Roger was, when JP was out, I swear to you, I turned off the show. It was too much.
Roger was a dead weight, is what you're saying.
Yes, and listen, there's nothing against him. I think they worked great together, but he used to kind of like not kiss her ass, but, get along where JP will just get into it. They'll both get into it, and that's entertaining. And this is a proven commodity that it happened. But I'm looking forward to it.
Well, you got it today, the JP show from 11 to 1 with Monica and Dizzy, man. We'll see you then. Thank you.
Love the goes. All right,
Thanks, buddy. All right.
Love that guy.
Yeah,
he's into
he
it.
knows what's up. He knows he hates Roger. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Good morning, Mike. Hey, I was wondering if I could propose a show from 7 to 8 p.m. to John.
Yeah, picture. That's this should be pitch the program director. Go ahead. What do you got?
Shark Tank.
I was thinking clowning with Coots.
What is it?
Clowning with Koontz.
Clowning with Koontz.
Oh yeah.
With Will Koontz and some clowns.
By the way, is Will Koontz, is he still doing the doctor show or whatever on Saturday or no?
I don't know if that re-upped.
Well,
I'm
you
not
should
sure.
know.
Yeah,
I heard it a couple weekends ago.
I mean, of all people in the room, you should be the guy to know.
Yeah, that's one of those ones. Sometimes with the weekend shows, I'm not as sharp.
Oh, as opposed to how sharp you are with this lineup.
Hey, I'm in here, buddy.
Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hey, good morning. Is the Law Show going to be on Wednesday night still?
Oh, my
Yes.
God. Oh, Dom Show, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You happy or sad about that, sir?
No, I like that show. I was
Okay.
just curious.
Good. All right. Well, there you go. Yes, it'll still be there.
He likes it so much he calls it the Law Show.
Show. Oh, man. All right. Well, John, I think people are genuinely excited about
I do too.
about the lineup.
Don't be
And
afraid
it's
of
different.
change. And it's not it's not a huge change, but it's a little change.
No, yeah, it's a little mix-up of your favorites.
Yeah,
your
gets to
favorite.
see
Yeah.
some people getting opportunities. John Senning, Dizzy's all over. You know?
I think the John Senning show, Senning show is
Senning
going to
show?
be great. I think that's a long time overdue. I think he'll do a great job on his own, and I like the idea of him and Dizzy together. Hey, John, I don't know if this is against company policy or not, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be high for their show.
Oh yeah. I don't know about company policy with
But
that.
also, if
It's
they
all-
have their medical
they have
marijuana
their
card,
card
yeah,
and
it's all
prescription
legal and stuff.
just
And we're over 21. We can be
smell
drunk
like
on the
it
show
all
for
the
that.
time.
I put on THC cream on my knees yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
I put some TLC cream on my ding dong.
They call it the waterfall.
Scrubs.
All right. Well, then the new lineup will kick off today at 11 o'clock 10 o'clock with Johnny B. And then, I saw Spike yesterday. He had some questions now. It all makes sense.
Oh.
Yeah, same.
Was he at the tailgate or was he working at the tailgate?
I don't know. He was at the tailgate, but I don't know that if he was, because Spike works sometimes. Spike's a worker. He works sometimes even when he doesn't have to.
No, I think that's just him working.
I saw Spike at the tailgate. We were talking a bit. When Spike was leaving, the Grown Provisions guys were like giving like to-go boxes to the people at the tailgate if they want to leave. Spike grabbed one of the biggest trays I've ever seen in my life and just loaded it up with probably $200 worth of food.
I saw him take one of their grills.
It was awesome. It was a boss move.
They're very generous.
Yes,
They're
it was
very
fantastic.
generous. John, you up for grabbing a couple more phone calls before we get out of here?
Sure.
Because people got questions.
All right.
All right. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hey guys, I love you. Happy New Year and welcome back. And it's so funny, but I'm thinking first thing out of my head, I don't know why. Just if somebody leaves the show, somebody leaves, the bone. I think they're going right to Bubba. So I'm like thinking.
Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hey, good morning. I just turned the show on. What about Brett with JP and them?
Done. Gone.
Oh.
Yeah, Brett and Roger.
Too many imitations of somebody in this room.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was told that he needed to go.
Yeah.
We tried to warn him.
And then Pap said, "I want to be the oldest person on radio." See you, Roger.
Okay. Have a good day, guys.
Thank you, too. Well, there you go, John.
All right, man.
Well
I'm here
received.
for it.
Well
I
received.
appreciate it is, and I just hope everybody enjoys it today and beyond. I really am excited about it, and I think people will be too.
Solid.
I gotta tell you, that was
Corporate job.
Yeah, the most corporate.
What do
thing
you
I've ever
want?
said.
Let's go. I don't know what to.
There'll be a fine representation of the Tampa Bay market,
It-
and we'll be
I'm proud for many years.
I
Yeah.
finally gave the people what they want. Less Roger.
Are you were? Are you? By the way, we all love Roger.
Of course,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
is one of the best.
We all
How's
love
he sticking?
Roger and Roger and Spike will be debuting at 7 o'clock.
Actually, nobody told Roger or Brett. They're just going to keep on doing the show. Their microphones.
Their mics will be off.
Yeah.
In a different room.
JP, can you hear me? JP, did you hear what I just said?
Seems like
There's
he's not
a
answering
problem.
me. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to do it today.
It's Funkmaster Flex.
I did not think that was you or that's what you said.
By the way, what time do we start coverage on the storm?
Oh yeah, that's it's coming.
Can I tell you?
7 p.m.
Can I tell you what I'm doing this weekend?
What you say you're doing, or what you're actually doing?
No.
I'm 100% invested.
Okay.
I'm going camping this weekend.
What?
The
Where?
coldest weekend of the year.
How?
Yeah, where?
Nobody believes it.
In Ocala.
How?
What do you mean how? I have we have
Like a tent?
no RVs.
RVs?
RVs up in Ocala on some property that we have, and it's me, my son, my brother and his sons, my father, and one of my father's friends. There's like 10 of us.
Must be great.
Yeah. Dude.
Let me bring my.
You want to come?
I've got a camper
You
trailer.
want to come camp with us?
Yeah.
We got Saturday night poker.
That's a lot of guns without gun control.
Yeah.
Just saying that.
Will there be any starting a fire without flint?
Not
or
without.
tinder?
No.
Okay.
We're not trying to go out and rough it. We're going to go out camping for the weekend. We're not trying to be survivors.
Is it like a bonding thing? Because like the men
Bunch of
go out
bros
in the woods and bond.
Celtic clan.
we were together and we were like, we discovered that we have this land up in Ocala. It's a friend of ours has a big piece of property over there that doesn't live here, and we were like, we can go up there and use that land to shoot, because they have so much. And then somebody said we should go camping up there, and I was like, yeah. And then all of a sudden it became this date, this weekend, we're doing this and we're going, and we were like, okay, I'm excited. And then all of a sudden my brother just made it real. He rented the RVs and everything, and I'm like, oh, now it's really happening. So it's happening this weekend.
Nice.
You're welcome to bring your RV.
You got power hookup?
Power, your generators.
Okay.
You got water. You got everything.
I'm in.
You're not in.
I'm probably not in.
Well, why won't you come?
It's too late. Too late notice.
Yeah. Why don't you text him on Saturday?
Yeah. Saturday. Are you coming?
Plus, you'll be drinking. None of us will probably be drinking.
You're not gonna be drinking out there.
I don't think so.
That's
None
what-
of it-
You have to
That's
drink
the
when you
whole reason.
camp.
You sit by the fire and drink. It's the greatest thing
we're
ever.
gonna play cards. We're gonna play poker.
Nah,
Yeah.
I'm out.
We got a big projection TV and the whole deal.
Yeah.
I was hoping the Bucks game would be on Saturday so we could watch the game.
I know.
Yeah.
I hate that it's gonna be a late game
On Sunday, yeah.
It's
It
gonna be-
sucks for us.
Yeah, it'll be midnight before that game gets over.
Take Monday off.
Yeah, but we I don't know if we're doing
I
a
heard Spike
tailgate or
can
not.
fill in.
Are we doing a tailgate, John?
I heard yes.
You did?
Yeah.
From who?
I saw an email about it potentially happening. I would imagine we would.
I mean, I don't see why we wouldn't. We do all
Yeah.
regular season games. We should definitely do playoffs.
So
Really huge.
that'd be what, a 5 p.m. tailgate?
Yeah, if it's 7, 8, it's an 8 o'clock game.
Oh,
So
8
yeah,
o'clock?
5 p.m. Yeah.
I asked Olivera yesterday. I'm like, "Are you here next week?" Because if they win,
he doesn't know.
he might not know. Yeah.
He still
No,
thinks
he's just going to be there.
He still thinks he's doing the
The show.
the show. Yeah.
He's
He
like,
doesn't
"If the
know what's up.
Lightning's not playing, I got to do the pre-show."
All right, good. Well, hopefully we'll be out there on for the tailgate. I'm sure we'll figure that out today.
If anybody wants to invite me into their suite, I'm accepting all applications.
I'll go with you.
All right.
This is what we should call the guys from Lifeguard and be like, "Hey, what's up?"
Yes.
What's
Now,
up?
time to cash that in.
Yeah, I would like to do that.
I saw Titus at the game yesterday.
Oh, let me tell you about Titus. I was driving down the street in Del Mabry yesterday. Giant digital billboard. Titus has got stupid eyes from somebody.
Yeah.
From an eye doctor or whatever.
Got new eyes? Got new stupid eyes?
Stupid eyes too.
That's what it said. It's I love my new eyes. That's what it said. So and it was just a big giant digital billboard of his head.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Titus could probably get us into the game.
Probably.
Oh, he can get you to play.
Yeah. He was on the field.
Yeah, how does he keep getting on the field?
He's Titus.
What does that mean?
He's the king of Tampa Bay.
Yeah, but how did this happen?
Because he's
Mediocre college football player, never played in the pros.
he's a Gator Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
He's not a Hall of Famer in the Gators.
I think he is.
He is not.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
He'll posthumously be a Hall of Famer.
His son plays there now.
Right. Okay. Well, good for the son.
I'm pretty sure he's like a Gator ring of thing.
Legend.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, he's not Tim Tebow, but you know,
He's not. He's a it was a mediocre college player
in your opinion.
and was a subpar wrestler. His biggest move was falling under the ring. And all of a sudden he's taking over Tampa Bay.
He's a WWE Hall of Famer.
That can't be true.
I mean,
He's a
okay.
Hall of Famer?
Did you want to argue with the internet or?
Yeah, I don't believe that. I think that's incorrect. You on the
Thaddeus
WWE.com?
Michael Bullard, also known for his wrestling name Titus O'Neil, is former University of Florida football player. Blah blah blah. WD Hall of Fame inductee.
Yeah, but probably under one of those, like when you give somebody a lifetime achievement award.
Ambassador
Oh,
thing?
do you have one of those or no?
I'm not in the WWE.
No, you never
No.
were.
Mm,
You didn't
exactly.
play football.
Do you have one for radio?
I'm
Oh.
I'm a two-time loser.
Oh. Two times.
Kelly, a winner.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah, we're all just saying it makes sense.
He was also inducted into the Sports Clubs of Tampa Hall of Fame in 2024.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Are you in there?
I never play sports.
Are you in the Radio Hall of Fame for Tampa?
I'm still active, Carmen.
It is so fun to witness Carmen in this room. She got you so good and was like loving it, like laughing before she said it.
Just waiting to strike.
That is pretty fun, isn't it, John?
I'm proud of her. She's really going for it.
John, we're done with you.
Sorry, shut my mic off.
I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I'm right.
you're
You know when I'm right.
You're wrong.
You're
know
jealous. He
You know
is
I'm
the
right.
king of Tampa Bay.
Smells so good.
Yeah.
Smells
He can get
wonderful.
into any restaurant, any sporting event, and he'll definitely be up on the big screen. People will love him, and he gets.
I don't think
I
they
mean,
love
you
him.
have
I
to-
think they're just used to seeing him.
No.
You even had to go to him to book an interview.
What?
According to him, he said this.
What did he say?
He like booked an interview for you.
What did he book?
I mean,
I
he
don't know.
got Jameis on the show.
Oh, 10 years ago?
Yeah, it was a while back.
Yeah.
I
Let's-
mean, was it
so
an
what-
interview that we did?
Yeah. So what are you saying? That Titus did a favor for me 10 years ago compared to the 9 million favors I've done for him since?
What have you done?
I put him on the show to talk about all this nonsense over the years.
I mean, he's doing great things for the community.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. I do great things for the community.
I like Titus if he wants to take me to the field Sunday. I would love to go.
He brings you to the field and puts a scarf around you.
Like, I would love to go. I have nothing but positive things to say about Titus. He is the king of Tampa Bay.
You don't have to worry about him buying your car, though.
No.
He'll just take your car.
He didn't buy it. He just took it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I never want to introduce him to my wife.
You know he'll be at the game Sunday.
Of course he will.
Yeah, getting him hyped up.
Probably driving there a Baker.
Yeah.
Forget it.
You're just jealous.
Yeah, all right, a little bit.
No,
There's a little bit of
That's
jealousy.
the whole thing.
I just don't
Somebody-
understand. He came out of nowhere and just took over.
Somebody should invite us to the game.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's that other attorney, Patrick Smith? He's flying John Senning to
Senning
the
show
games
to
and
the
stuff.
thing. Yeah.
Does he have
Yeah.
a suite?
So I don't know. I don't even know who that guy. I wouldn't know that guy if he kicked me in the nuts.
I met him at the Bone 10 year anniversary thing. It was very nice.
Oh, I'm not saying he's not. I just don't know who he is.
He's taking people out to dinner. Mo always getting free steak all the time, stealing ketchup off the table.
Dom has never flown us anywhere.
No,
Thomas never even drove us anywhere.
right. Dom makes us play his Christmas party.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he comes on our cruise.
Yeah.
Blah blah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good for
that's-
him.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Right.
He'll come on our cruise, but he doesn't take us anywhere.
He never said, let me fly to Charlotte for the Bucks game.
Yeah, let's see. Patrick wants to go on the cruise.
Yeah.
Your Dom's gonna call me later. Hey, Mike, I was listening to the show. If you guys want to get steaks, I'll take you out for steaks. And I'm gonna be like, nah.
We're just joking.
Me and
Dom.
Titus are going out. All right. Well, I don't know how. I mean, would you go to the game and sit in the stands?
Yes.
I don't know if I do that. I don't know.
Those are my people. I don't mind
Gen
that.
Pop. That's Gen
Yeah.
Pop.
I was up on the third level yesterday.
I got to
Really?
tell you, I was in the Hyundai Club for the Bucks Panthers game. That was nice.
How'd you get in the Hyundai Club?
How does a Hyundai get its own club?
How'd I get in there? I went right through the doors.
You don't drive a Hyundai.
Who do you know? Who do you know?
Carmen has a Hyundai, and I stole her hubcaps, and I walked in.
That's how you get in. You gotta show me your hubcaps.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Thank
Oh,
you.
Nice.
I'll sit in the Hyundai and listen to the game on the radio
Yeah.
on the parking lot.
That's more your style.
I mean, let's be honest. I could say whatever I want, but I'm gonna be home watching it from the living room.
I don't mind Gen Pop.
I do.
There was a woman behind us though that was very intoxicated. Kept yelling, "Throw the ball, Baker!" over and over and
Isn't that
over.
amazing?
What?
Isn't
Yeah.
that amazing?
And then it got to a point where everybody in the section was making fun of her because
Yeah.
she was like, "Throw the ball, Baker!"
I mean, like that's somebody's mother, probably.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's. Did you ever think about that? I'm sure this. I was gonna say, did you ever think about that? Could be your mother, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who that is their mother.
It
Yeah.
got the biggest pop from the crowd came when she goes, "Throw the ball, Baker! You got this!" And we were on defense. Like they weren't even. And somebody goes, "Lady, they're on defense. He's not even on the field." Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't want to be there for that.
I'm in. Those are my people.
That the kid that sat in front of me last time that had his hands lurch down his pants, then turn around and touch my wife's foot.
Oh.
No. Yeah. She actually said to me, "Please don't bring me here anymore." Those were her words. Please
Yeah.
don't bring me here anymore.
Then I saw some people get into an argument because this one lady had her bare feet on the back of the chair.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and she's like, her shoes are off and her feet are on the back of the chair and like bare feet.
Really pretty though. Really pretty lady. Oh no,
No.
Sexy toes.
Yeah, not pretty.
Didn't look like a ham with toes on it.
No, and the guy, a person comes with he goes, seriously? When he gets to his seat, his her dirty feet have been like on the back of his chair, and she's just. I'm like, why do you? I don't understand why some people go to the football game.
That's what I don't want to see.
Yeah,
that's
like what are you even here for? She wasn't watching the game. She's on her phone, sunning her toes on the back of some guy's chair.
Can I tell you what's his? Is it Buck Nasty or what's the guy's name? The nasty guy or
Big Nasty?
Big Nasty. Big Nasty. Who I'm not making fun of him. I just couldn't remember the name. But like was great. Like came up with that character, is in the I think Hall of Fame for the thing, whatever. Like great. Everybody's trying to be the next one.
The next one.
Everyone's trying to. There was one guy that like had a Bucks towel wrapped around his neck, and he was like, "I'm Super Bucks," or I don't know. You know, like you got to at least put some effort into it.
Yeah.
There was a few that I was like, "All right, this guy's putting some effort," but yeah, it's pretty wild. Everybody's trying to be the next one.
Yep.
Well, there is only one.
Yeah.
And it's
Titus
even that
O'Neil.
time's.
Titus is one of one.
Yeah. All right, let's take a break. I guess when we come back, we'll dive right into news. About an hour late, but we'll get it done next. John, thank you, and looking forward to the new lineup.
And keep a listen, ear in.
Oh yeah, the bone
keep
bonus.
a listen, ear in.
All right.
That's how we say words now.
Keep a listening and a earing on the radio station. And
Nailed it.
The bone bonus keywords coming up at 8 o'clock. That'll probably happen here in the commercial break. So pay attention when you hear the bone bonus keyword. Put it in the app, send it in, and then answer the phone if somebody calls her for the love of God. It's a Mike Calta Show. News is next on 102.5 The Bone. Now, it's an hour late because of the new station lineups. Big announcement.
Oh, is that part of it? News
What?
is now at 8 instead of 7?
Yeah.
No.
Move everything around.
Is
Somebody-
Dizzy doing it?
Yep, with Dizzy.
Somebody just pointed out
Yeah.
on Twitter, does that mean Rockwell is gone?
Oh.
Guy
Or
changes-
is he on the spike rule?
I don't know. It doesn't matter
He added
anyways, though,
nothing.
because our death pool is over. So that was last year.
Yeah.
So for this year, though, it could be.
I missed out on Jimmy Carter too.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have done anything.
I
He had
know.
like 700 points.
Jimmy Carter was already 100.
I know.
You
Yeah,
would
he
have got
was exactly
0
100.
points.
Has everybody paid you for the death pool?
100%.
Everybody.
In full.
All right, good.
Yep. I was very proud. We were giving Ian a hard time, and Ian was like, I go, I'll just get it when I see you. He goes, no, I pay my bets. He
Yeah.
Venmo'd me the money.
We had the Joe's birthday party, and everybody paid. Ian paid me with wet money.
What do you mean
Oh.
wet? It was just wet? Like when water wet?
It was wet.
Was he in the pool before he
I
came?
don't know. And I go, this is what, and he gave me too much.
Oh.
And I told him he gave me too much, so I gave him some back. And he goes, like you wanted to argue with me, and I go, Ian, you gave me too much.
Yeah, he overpaid.
Yeah, I'm an honest guy.
Yeah, I would have took it, put it on black, and then been like, I don't know what happened,
You
Ian.
probably should have.
Yeah. So my dad is I don't know where he's getting this from, but he plays slot machines. But he like also plays craps and stuff. But
Right.
he was playing slot machines.
Slots are fun.
I don't find slots to be fun
Oh, really?
at all. Like you just sit there and push the button and push the button. Half the time you don't even know what you got.
The
You
good.
get 2 cherries, a triangle, and a alien, and all of a sudden you won the jackpot.
So can I tell you how to make slots fun?
Yeah.
First off, play things that don't have all the aliens and the cherry and the this and that, whatever they. The more ways there are to win, the more ways there are to lose. If you get 3 sevens across, or you get make it simple. Do that. But also, it's fun because at any given time you could hit something and hit for $800 or hit for $5,000.
Right.
You're not doing that with a lot of card games.
No, but so my dad has gotten in his garage. He has 2 giant TVs.
Mm-hmm.
He won 2 cruises.
Mhm.
He gets a whole bunch of night stays at the Hard Rock. I get none of this. No, I never get any offers like that from them. They're like, we're giving away perfume on Wednesday between 3 and 5 if you want to come pick it up. That is what I get.
So they have a lot of that where
Yeah.
you have to be there and they're doing a bunch of different stuff. They were giving away a Cadillac that I really wanted. It was nice right out front there. But also, are you using your card all the time?
Yes.
make sure you're checking. Do you have your profile thing, your thing, whatever? Make sure you're checking because there's a lot of stuff that they're doing.
Only table games.
Yeah.
And the table games don't seem to garner the points as fast as the slot machines do. So my father's been playing slot machines, and he tells my sister's like, yeah, he leaves there like $2,000 every time he goes. And I go, from a slot machine.
Well.
And she said, yeah. So my father said, it's not slots. It's one particular slot machine that pays out all the time.
Oh.
So he gave me the location and how to identify which one it was.
Okay.
So after Joe's birthday party, we went upstairs to the smoke-free area and played 3-card and just got robbed there. I won like $100 and I was like, I'm done. I just get up and down, up and down. I just took my money and I left. So my wife's like, can we go try that slot machine that your father recommended before we leave? I said, sure. Sure enough, lo and behold, we got there and somebody was there. We waited till they left. My wife sat down, put in $100. $1,200 later, we left.
Yeah,
I said, he's right.
Up
He's
$1,200.
right.
By the way, that's one of the machines I love to play.
Oh, that one?
Not particularly not
Right.
that specific machine, but that brand. That one
sure.
I like.
I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah.
There's two.
Don't ruin it.
There's
not-
two.
oh.
Remember, I used to always tell you Sizzling Sevens.
Yeah,
Which I don't have Sizzling Sevens
No.
anymore. But
Galvin told me Sizzling Sevens when you go to Biloxi. Sizzling Sevens hate slot machines. Walk by a Sizzling 7, put it in, won $3,000. Yeah, I was like, unbelievable.
I always try to look for ones that has like the spinny wheel on top. Because
Yes.
I figure if I
The
get
progressive,
if I
yeah.
get the wheel to spin, then I'm doing something right.
Right. Yeah, and it has a progressive, and you can win a big jackpot
Yeah.
doing that type of stuff.
There's a
yeah.
Wheel of Fortune one theme that way.
Yes.
There's another one.
There is also Top Dollar, which I like. Top Dollar is fun because whatever the machine is, if you get the Top Dollar thing, much like the Wheel of Fortune, if you get that over there, then it goes first offer.
Multiplier, yeah.
And it's like $75, and you're like, beat it, nerd. And you can do up to 4 different offers, whatever. Obviously the fourth one you have to take. But it could be $300 for the second one. And you're like, I know there's more in there. And then the final offer, $30. And you're like, ah!
You know who said they were going to the casino to play blackjack?
Who?
Was Mike Evans.
Oh, yeah.
Because he got a $3 million bonus yesterday with that catch.
$3 million.
$3 million for getting to 1,000 yards. And in this press conference, they asked him, like, what are you going to do after? You going to celebrate? He's like, I think I'm going to go to the casino and play a little blackjack.
Nice.
And like, oh, you're just going to give it out and let people know. He's like, oh, no, you're not getting in the room that I get in.
He goes into the room behind the room,
Yeah,
behind the
exactly,
other room.
yeah.
Yeah. He probably just plays in a suite. They probably have a table up there.
100%.
Do it.
Sinatra used to get massages, and they'd call him up on the phone, and while he was getting the massage, they'd tell him they play blackjack. They're like, you have a king and a 7. The dealer's showing a 10. And he'd be like, all right, hit me.
That's
They used
great.
to play that.
That's great.
Oh.
By the way, still can't wrap my head around people getting massages at the table.
No,
in the
it's
casino.
so awkward.
You're a creep. You're a creep.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the only reason why I say that some of them aren't creeps. Some of them. Because there's a lot of times when you're sitting there for an hour in that one position where your shoulders just start to drag from leaning forward, and you're like, and they go, massage? And you're like, yeah, that's what I
you're
feel like.
in a tournament and you can't leave the table,
Right.
okay, maybe.
But anytime you're playing, you're in a tournament, you can't leave the table.
If
You
you're
don't
just
wanna
a
leave to
guy,
go home.
If you're just a guy and you're going there, if you can't sit there for an hour without getting a massage, come on.
But listen, yeah, I'm talking an hour, yeah. But if you're playing for a couple hours and some girl wants to nail her elbows into your shoulder blades, I can handle that. I mean, the guy who's like, here's $50, just gently rub my neck. That's gross. That's gross.
I imagine every guy thinks he's leaving with the massage girl.
Probably.
At the end of the thing.
It's a paper rose syndrome.
Yeah.
Voters.
Yeah.
I had to yell at a guy the other day.
Why?
He was being rude to the dealer. I wasn't even playing at the table. I was walking by, and this guy's yelling at the dealer, and it was a nice, young, probably 20-something girl, whatever. And he's like, and she goes, sir, I've told you, you can't have your phone out at the table. And he goes, just yelling and everything. I go, hey, relax.
No.
And he looked at me, and I go, what are you yelling at her for? I go, it's not her rule.
Right.
That's the rule. And you know the rule.
Right.
And he's like, well, I barely had a butt. And I go, did you have it out? And he was like, yeah. And I go, yeah, then relax.
Okay.
But I mean, I don't like bullies. It was just rude.
And I don't like when people are rude to people that are like serving you or helping you.
Because they're trying to, they know that like he knows that girl can't go, hey,
Can't do anything,
and say what she wants to say to him.
Right.
She's in a work environment and all that stuff. And it's not her rule. She's not making up things, whatever. He was just being a dick. He was probably losing. He was probably mad.
I had an interesting situation happened to me. We went one day during vacation, and we get to the 3-card table, and there's a reserved spot towards the end, the last seat. My wife's playing. I'm waiting for a seat, Finally, I lean and I go, hey, what are we doing over here at the end? And they're like, we're holding that. I go, yeah, you've been holding it for like an hour. Are they in the bathroom? What's going on? She goes, no. So what happened was a lady made a 3-card bet, and she lost, and she got up and left, but she didn't realize her 6-card bet hit. Yeah, so they had to keep it there until they had to track her in the whole casino to find out where she was so that they could bring her back in. And it was $150.
Right.
But still, I said to the lady, I go, so what do you do? And they're like, we have to find her in the casino and tell her that she won the money. And I go, can you just put it aside? And they go, no, we have to leave it right here the way it is. And I go, she said, if it was your money, I go, no, I get it. I'm not complaining. I think that's pretty interesting. Now they have to search the whole casino, and they found her. They brought her down like within 15 minutes. They got her downstairs.
I would have said, here's your money, bitch.
Yeah. So anyway, all right, ladies and gentlemen, time to check in with Galvin. He's got today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
Can I come in with some breaking news before we get into this?
Breaking, yeah.
It's not breaking like happening right now, but it's something that happened over the end of the year that I don't know if anybody else has run into this. Do you know that there's some legal changes in the state of Florida?
You
already know?
Yep. Oh, of course I know.
We talked about it.
Everybody knows.
We knew
talked about this.
Of course, everybody knows.
We talked about it.
Yeah, but it didn't happen until recently.
We talked
happened on
about it,
January
but then
1st.
it actually happened, and then you went, what?
Yeah.
Oh man, we are a bunch of perverts. We all know what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
come on.
Yeah.
See if Carmen knows. Carmen, do you
Carmen,
know?
do you know?
I know.
Oh! It's so hot that you know.
Yeah, shout out Ron DeSantis.
How did you find out?
Oh, yeah.
Told you.
I mean,
old Tarkov.
Let her answer the question. How did you find out?
I found out from Chad's mom.
Oh!
What?
Less hot.
Yeah.
Kind of hot. What did she say?
She just asked if we heard about it,
Oh.
and then was
Was she staying at your place?
No. We went down there for Christmas Day.
Did she? So I assume it went like this. White Devil, did you hear about the change with porn?
Yep.
So the thing is that I got on. So I figured out how to put the porn from my phone onto the TV.
Oh.
Technology.
In here?
No. No.
Mics are on.
No, and then I went to the site and it wasn't working. And I went to another site and I thought I was getting punked. As of January 1st, in order to view porn on the internet, you have to verify that you are above the age of 18, which means you have to sign up for websites.
Put in your driver's license.
Driver's
and do all that
license.
stuff.
Yeah.
By the way, certain ones. There's workarounds.
So, wait, Calvin, there's also a workaround the driver's license. Have you seen this one yet?
No.
This is hilarious to me. I'm of the age and the lifestyle where I don't care what people know or whatever. I mean, clearly I'm talking about it on the air. I went to one of the website. My favorite porn site is X Hamster.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that sounds weird if you've never been there, but it's just porn. And they said you have to upload your driver's license. And I went, am I getting scammed now?
Right.
They're asking me, I'm not doing that. I don't want them to have my address and all that stuff. And I went, no. They said, or you can click on this and they'll take your picture and they'll decide by your face if you're old enough. And I went, well, my butthole eyes will be old enough for sure.
Yeah.
So they give you the outline of your head and you stick your head in the outline. And
You did it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, you're on
that's
a
it.
list,
Yeah.
buddy.
Of what, though? Who cares?
And the AI, they put you, next thing you know, you're in the video.
Listen, I just went, I thought about it and I said, maybe I don't want to do this. And I went, why? If I put Mike Calta in Google, 9,000 pictures of me come up on that thing,
but-
so it doesn't matter.
Not the special time one, though.
No, I wasn't like this.
Yeah.
Just went,
That's
You
not.
are
But
now.
I think it's more like Gio saying, because now they own that photo.
Yeah.
They have the right to that photo,
They
your image,
can
your
have it.
likeness.
That's not the database I want to be in.
Right, exactly. Because someone hacks it, and then like Gio says, then they impose your face in videos, and now then
Now
you're
you work for us.
now I'm a porn star?
now you're a
Take
porn
it.
star.
You're in a daddy base.
Yeah.
Listen, I made a picture of me with angel wings on Sunday. So if I can do it, I don't care what anybody else can do. It doesn't matter. Have you ever seen those videos of like It's Leonardo DiCaprio and the super hot chick that played his wife from Wolf of Wall Street, and they're like having
Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie. They're having a conversation. And they just break out and dance, and they're doing it. And I'm like, wow, yeah. And then you realize it's AI, and you're like, how can they do that?
Well,
what do they do in my picture?
You see the one where you can now they put anybody and they like lean over and kiss the girl in the picture. No, just me.
What do you do?
Creep.
It's an AI program that keeps coming up, and like if you put a picture of if I put a picture of me and Taylor Swift in the picture, it merges the picture, and you're like making out with the person in the picture.
Oh wow,
yeah,
I like that.
I'll
That's
take
what
a
I'm gonna
picture.
tell my wife if I get caught cheating. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, Geo merged my face.
I'm telling you, I'm wearing the ring with the extra finger on it. So whenever something happens, whenever I go, it's AI. Look, I got 11
the
fingers.
extra ring.
I mean, I totally did not do the video, but you know,
Can we see it?
Mm-hmm.
no, I didn't do it.
By the way, Reddit's the way to go.
I still can't figure out Reddit.
It's so easy. Do you have the app on your phone?
Yeah.
All right. No, just type in the search thing, whatever you want, and it comes up. And then you just scroll through.
Okay.
Yeah. It's very easy.
Sounds easy.
It's very easy.
All right. Okay. Yes, Carmen.
Oh, I was gonna say my
Yes,
thing,
White Devil.
my thing is, I don't really watch porn that much. I maybe like
Yeah,
5-6 times a year.
Me either.
Like I don't use it. You know what I mean? But my thing is like in a couple months when I go to use it, I'm not gonna know how.
Well, you're
like
gonna have to
that-
upload a picture of yourself.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying like I need help with some workarounds.
I got
All
you.
right.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
come over and I'll act it out for you. If you want.
Wait. Oh, which?
Whichever one you want.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, dude.
It'll just be Mike's face pop up.
Hi, welcome to X Hamster. Carmen.
Yes.
I feel like I know what your whole apartment looks like
Oh, really?
from watching your videos.
Yeah, you probably do because I don't have a big place.
No, but just saying, like I've seen the living room where you do your little walking.
Yep.
I've seen the kitchen where you're doing your cooking.
Yep.
I mean, I haven't seen where you do the chicken and bacon, but
I've seen your bathroom where you shave your face.
Yes.
I've seen your microwave where you straighten your hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's your steam box?
I love it. Seriously,
Ooh, Carmen, put the steam box outside when it's cold. Oh,
Yeah.
that's gonna be so nice.
Yeah.
That's where it is. And again, we're still trying to work on getting that little back porch area like
Screened
in and
did you
stuff.
call that lady?
Not yet. Again,
Oh.
it's I know. It's just, timing and stuff like that. But I love that thing. And I get in it with my hair mask on to help, open up the pores and get all that stuff in. Listen, my house is my little paradise right now. I did not want to leave it.
I was at Sam's Club over the weekend. They're selling the steam box and the cold tub that goes with it.
Yeah.
So you get in the cold tub and then get in the steam box.
I'm good. I'm not doing. Listen, I've heard there's controversial things about both of them, but they say with the cold plunges that actually puts you in like the fight or flight mode, but it puts you in fight mode. Like it stresses your body out, so it's actually aging you. Where everyone says it's doing the other, it's doing the reverse. And I don't like the cold, so I'm just gonna go with it's aging you. It's bad. I'm gonna stick in my steam box.
I look at it and I'm like, Carmen or Joe Rogan? Carmen or Joe Rogan? I don't know which one I'm gonna go with. But
I just started my journey. Okay,
But also, you don't even need the tub. You can just do cold shower.
Yeah.
At the end of your shower, crank it to cold for a few
For
minutes.
cool
You're
water
fine.
rinse.
Yeah, fine.
you have a journey?
Yeah.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah, every year it's something new. You call it, whatever you want to call it, your goal, this or that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so like this year, my focus is
No
obviously
more breaking beds.
no more breaking bed. So yes, my health, but being happy and comfortable and not listening to you jerks.
Why
And
is it? I would think we add to your happiness.
no, you are very stressful.
I don't think we should be part of this journey.
Yeah,
I'm leaving the journey.
You don't
I'm
need to be
leaving
part
the
of
journey.
it.
Yeah.
You don't need to be a part of it, Gio. You're not a part of it. I promise you.
Thank you.
And then my other focus or journey is like my hair health, because I'm getting to that
Mine
age
too.
that I just want to grow it naturally, and I don't want to do a bunch of extra stuff. So, and part of that's just doing a routine, like my hair oil, like Galvin mentioned in my microwave.
Is that what Galvin does?
No, you guys just all stalk me on Instagram and
I
then
just
make
have
fun of
perfect
me.
Yeah, why don't you ask what I do, Carmen?
I don't need to.
I feel like you should dress nicer when you do your videos.
No. How about you make your own videos and then you can tell me what to do?
Listen, I'm not demanding
Hey,
you.
listen,
I'm just
Pornhub's going to be making his videos.
Yeah.
That's hamster. He got his face now.
I'm just giving you my opinion.
That's not part of the journey.
Yeah, your opinion is no longer needed or welcomed.
Oh.
Part of my journey is trying to join the band Journey.
Yeah.
I like that.
My opinion is the voice of every man.
No.
Not every man. Every man.
No.
Okay.
And I'm not making the videos for men because you don't have hair. So clearly
wait a
my
minute.
hair oil video is
I
not
have
for
hair.
you.
I have hair.
I have hair.
I feel like too much stuff. Like women put too much stuff on their face, their hair, this and that. Look, my hair's perfect.
Yeah.
I don't do it.
But it's also short. So
it's long on top.
Yeah.
It is, but you cut it so like that alone takes care of what you need it. Where women have longer hair, so we have more to take care of. So you have to put things in it.
Carmen. There
No,
was listen.
no,
No. Listen to
I
me.
didn't.
I got my hair cut the other day, and I'm telling you right now, I get my hair cut at Great Clips.
Yeah. Me
Very
too.
easy. I do one on the sides all the way around, and thinning shears through the top. Very simple. I can't cut my own hair, but I can tell you how to cut my hair.
Right.
There was a girl in there. Not a girl, a lady. She was 20-something years old, maybe 30. She was attractive, but she was getting her hair cut.
I don't like it. Depresses
Right?
me. It depresses me.
Right?
I want to. Anytime there's a woman in Great Clips, I want to go. Come on, let me take you to the beach.
Yes.
Yeah.
Carmen, she should be, regardless of whether you think this is true or not, she should be spending at least $200 on her
Yes.
haircut.
Oh
And
my God.
Yeah. He's right. He's right.
No.
He's 100% right.
She could have gone from a 6 to an 8.5 if
Yep.
she would have had proper hair.
Yep.
Some people are too hot to be in there.
Yeah. And also, I feel bad for like the women who are in their 60s who want to have nicer hair but can't
Yeah.
afford it, and they're going to Great Clips.
But
Just
no,
no
but
offense,
the
no
thing
offense to Great Clips.
But again, if you're on a hair journey like me and you're someone who that's what we're calling it, a hair journey. What do you guys want to call it?
I don't know.
Figure out a different name. I don't care. I'm working on my hair,
Hair
right?
journey is the
So-
worst thing you could say.
It's a
Okay,
quest. A quest for fun.
well, hair quest. I don't care. I'm working on my hair health, right? And part of that is getting trims, and you have to trim it more often.
I like Voyage. You're on a hair voyage.
I'm a hair voyage. That's fine, but
Hair
you have
odyssey.
to. But because I'm doing that, I do have to get trims more frequently. And a trim, I can tell you, because I've done it at Great Clips, is $20. If you go to an actual salon, that trim alone is around $80.
Yes.
And it's the
worth
same
it. It's
trim.
worth it. It's
No,
worth it.
it's
Carmen,
not.
She wasn't getting a trim. She
Okay,
wasn't
but
getting
I'm.
I understand what you're saying. Yes,
Right.
absolutely. Like my wife used to get her bangs cut straight across like that, whatever, and
Right.
she would just get that done simple. All right, I get that. But if you're going in and you're getting your hair done, if you're getting your hair cut,
Yeah,
like
then
and
that's all you
styled,
can afford. And you're doing, and you're that's all you can afford, and you're trying to take care of yourself. Would you rather her not do anything? Would that be better?
I'd rather give her money to go somewhere else.
So then give her money.
You know, I can't just walk up as a weird old man and be like, "Come on, let's go."
Yeah.
So you're just gonna make fun of her?
No,
be
we're not
mean?
making fun of her. We're
I'm not
feeling
making fun
bad
of
for
her.
her.
I feel bad for her.
You're trying to save her.
Then give her money.
Carmen, in my head, I was contemplating saying something to her. And I was going to say to the guy cutting her hair, no offense to you.
Yeah.
But you
You're-
should not be getting your hair cut
Right.
at a.
Anything that has the name of the scissor and the name,
Yeah.
clips, cuts,
Right.
anything else,
Right.
is not good.
Yeah.
And like Galvin said, we both get our hair cut there. They do a
Right.
fine job.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not.
You
it's
guys
not-
are just very judgmental.
No,
Not
it's not
judgmental.
judgmental. I'm not looking at her going, "Ugh, how dare you?" I'm looking at her going, "Oh, come on."
You literally just
But
started
also-
off this whole thing by saying, "Ugh."
Carmen, you know how, like, whenever you go to sell your house, that you have to fix everything up?
Curb appeal.
Yeah.
Curb appeal. Exactly,
Yes.
Joe. She needs to fix everything up. That way, she can get a guy that can afford to get her hair cut in
Yeah.
a salon.
First off, she wants to afford it herself. She don't need a man
No,
to
she needed
afford
a man.
that.
She needs a
needs a
man. She's in Great Clips. She needs a man.
she
You guys,
Needs
you
something.
guys are the worst.
She is definitely
You
on
guys are
the.
just jerks.
She's on the wrong journey.
She's
Yeah.
a-
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Her
Terrible
journey has
journey.
ended up in bad spots.
It's
Terrible
a
joke.
voyage, Geo.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you. We renamed
I like
it.
Odyssey. Odyssey was better.
Odyssey.
Hair
I don't.
Hair Odyssey.
I don't like that one.
She was on a track.
Yeah.
Track.
Ooh,
Yeah,
ooh,
she was on
hair
the track.
track. Yeah, I get what you're saying, man. It's just not a good thing. All right, listen. I know we haven't done news yet, but can I tell you my
Jesus.
story?
Oh, I mean, why not?
I'm holding this back, and
All
it's
right.
just killing me.
We're just not going to do news today.
We'll get there.
It's okay.
There's some
Galvin
things we
worked
have
on
to
it.
know.
Go on the news voyage later.
Yeah. So we decorated this place. I'm sorry, self-decorated this place for Christmas,
Okay.
right? And Joe and I brought all the stuff down from the storage area in the garage to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And there was one bag that was out that kind of smelled like dirt, like soil. Remember that? We came in and like that. What's that weird smell?
Oh yeah, I didn't know that.
Because it smelled bad, but it didn't smell like
It was like a tree. It was like
Smelled
somebody
like
put
a
a
tree.
tree in the house.
Musty.
Yes. Yeah.
It was a very dirt, very soil smell. So I looked around. I couldn't figure out what it was, and I found this bag, and I'm like, this came down. This must be it. We got rid of the bag, and I think we got rid of the smell. Or also we went on break, so kind of forgot about it. So then during break, then the first week of break, I came in here a couple of times to do commercials and stuff. And every time I get in it, now it's stinking pretty bad. Something smelling. I'm like smelling. I'm looking around. I take the garbage out. I'm like, God damn it, Joe. We had a Christmas party. You didn't throw the garbage.
Scumbag.
Wasn't me.
No, it wasn't you. You definitely didn't do it. So I go and I grab the garbage bag and I throw the garbage out. I'm like, that'll do the trick. 2 days later, I come back in here. It's 1,000 times worse. So I'm like, what did Joe leave in the refrigerator? Because sometimes, like, the Greek festival was here, and I found Greek food in there a month later.
Sure. Could be the macaroni and cheese in the oven.
Something.
Yeah.
So I go in there, and I look in the refrigerator, and there's nothing. It's bare in the refrigerator. There's nothing there. There's one shelf, and it's got some neutrals on it. So I can't figure out what the smell is, what's going on. Next week, I come in here again, and it is like death in here. And I go, something died in my attic. Like a rat or something in the walls.
Maybe, yeah.
So I'm like, who can I call? And then it dawns on me. That stupid Tom. He tried to hang that curtain over there.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you he unplugged the freezer. I got a freezer in there that's filled with meat since God knows when. Frozen meat, mostly accumulated during COVID when it was hard to get meat and stuff, and I was buying it and freezing in there.
You're
It is
stockpiling.
a full freezer filled with meat. Briskets, turkeys, all kinds of stuff. So I go out there, and sure enough, the plug is out.
No.
I have a cooler of rotting meat
Oh.
that has been unplugged since Thanksgiving in my garage.
That's like a body. That's the size of a body.
So I call Tom, and I go, Tom, we have a Category 5, a major emergency here, and you need to come fix this. You screwed this up. And he's like, okay, boss, I'll be there after work.
Let me get my grandkids. Man. His grandkids aren't in there, are they?
No, I mean, I don't think so.
All right.
So, listen, I'm gonna tell you the rest of the story and not exaggerate anything. Okay. So that night, I have my brother coming over and a couple of people coming over to my house, and we're about to move into the dining room area. And my wife walks by the bathroom and she goes, "Come here." I go, "Yeah." And she goes, "Did you crap in here?" And I go, "No." So I went in the bathroom and I'm like, Jesus Christ. It smelled like somebody just dropped a huge bomb in there. And my son's got his own bathroom in his room. And I'm like, who else could have been? And I'm like, maybe it was one of the guests that were over and I just didn't notice.
Which bathroom is this?
The one in the hallway down by the dining room.
Okay.
Outside Joey's room.
Okay.
So then I open the door to Joey and I go, "Did you just take a crap?" And he goes, "No." Well, I did, but like a couple of minutes ago. I go, "Out here?" He goes, "No, in my bathroom." So I go in his bathroom. And there's nothing in the toilet, but there are signs that somebody had taken a crap in there before. You know what I mean? Like he's got a little skid mark in the drain. I don't know if it's old or if it's new. He's a teenager.
You're like
So
Sherlock Holmes over here.
Yeah. I flush the toilet and I go, Jesus Christ. And I walk out of his room and I go, open this door to his porch, to his room. And he goes, "No, I don't want it. It's cold out." I go, "Open the goddamn." Now I'm yelling at him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, also, this is no exaggeration. It smells like you ate at Hooters and then 2 hours later, just crapped in a pile and left it on the floor next to where you were standing. Like, it is so strong and so intense. It's so bad.
Is this connected to the rotting meat?
Then I go
Wait
into
for
my
the journey,
daughter's room.
Gio.
It's a trick.
Wait.
Then I go in my daughter's room next door, and it also smells in her room. And I'm like, this is crazy. Tom came over, was taking their the freezer out back through the garage, and spilled some of the bloody water. I mean, granted, you can't be mad at Tom. He was moving the freezer. They had to carry it out. Some of it spilled out.
That he messed up in the first place.
Galvin, I can't tell you. Like, remember when they talked about Casey Anthony and the father said he opened the trunk and there was a smell? I can't begin to tell you. It smelled like the worst porta potty I'd ever been in my life.
Well, that's why they say, like, police.
I want to throw up talking about
detectives and stuff. They say dead body is unmistakable.
Yeah,
like when you go in a house, you open
Yeah.
that front door, you go, there's a dead body in there.
Have you ever smelt a dead body before?
Maybe.
I think I have. So then this guy is taking the thing out the back door because they don't want to take it through the house. And I'm watching him on the camera, and he starts heading towards the woods in the back. And I go, Tom, what are you
Dump
doing?
it?
You're going to dump it?
You're going to have
And
every
he's like,
animal in the...
Right.
Yep.
And he's like, I'm just letting out the liquid and stuff pouring out. I go, no. So he got garbage bags, and they filled the rotten meat in the garbage bags, and then put it in my garbage.
Oh, no. You throw
Well, yeah, where is he supposed to put it?
you throw it in the pond.
No, you take it out, take it away, take it over to the dump.
Where?
The dump.
Here's what you do. Is you get a trailer, you put the whole freezer on a trailer, get it the hell out of here, and dump it at the dump or
You
do
should have
whatever.
called junk jockeys.
And
They
then-
would have come got it.
Yeah, and then
They
goes
would have
to a
taken
car.
it right out.
Are you even using that freezer anymore? Or you
No,
get yours-
God, no.
So then you
Yeah.
just take the whole freezer and
Right.
you just dump it at the dump.
I said, Tom, take that goddamn freezer and get the whole thing out of here. So Tom's like, I can't take it anywhere tonight, boss. It's 8:30 at night. What am I going to do? And I go, what are you going to do?
Take it.
So he left it outside, upside down.
What?
Took all the meat out, and put it in
Draining.
their into the bags, and then put it into the garbage can. I said, Tom, I can't have that garbage can filled with rotting meat sitting in my garage. My neighbors and all.
Oh.
So he had no choice. So he had to move the garbage can to the other side of the driveway, leave the rotting meat corpse box outside, and then the next day they came and they took it all away. But I'll tell you, I'm telling you, Gio, to get that smell out of the garage, let me tell you what it took.
He should have buried it in the backyard like a dead body.
Listen to me. It was out of the house. It's out of the house now. Okay. But because he spilled some of the juice, some of the blood on the ground, I want to vomit talking about it. It took me, I had to go in there with a gallon of bleach. I had to pour the bleach onto the two spots and scrub the two spots that it had done. Then that wouldn't work. Now it smelled like bleachy dead bodies. It really smelled like I was trying to cover up a murder. So I had to go the bleach, 2 candles, a full bottle of Lysol. Then the next day I come out, it still smells. Then I took the scenting oil that they have here and I poured that everywhere to try and get the smell out. And then I had to go get, what do they call it? Febreze.
Yeah.
Febreze kind of did the trick. And then I had to leave that door open there. So God knows what squirrels live in here now or whatever. But finally it's out and finally it's breathable in the garage. But man, was that I'm telling you right now, it smelled like somebody opened a dead body's stomach and then crapped in it. That's what it smelled like. It was the worst thing I've ever experienced.
When I came in this morning, it wasn't.
No.
Yeah, I
I
wasn't
worked very
anything
hard.
where I went like, oh my God, what happened?
I
You know?
worked very hard to make sure that smell was gone before we came in here.
Joe, remember when we were trying to get the TV to work out there and
Yep.
we were messing with all the cords?
Yep.
We
Yes, I
definitely
do.
plugged the freezer back in that day, right?
Of course.
Okay.
That was like a huge. Yes, of course we did.
'Cause I remember-
that was
That sounds like
months ago.
something Joe would forget.
We were messing with the
Nope.
power cords to try and get the
Nope.
TV out there to
It
work.
was, it was Tom. It was
Yeah.
right where Tom hung that curtain.
Oh, okay, good.
And he was like, yeah, boss, I think I knocked it out,
that's-
but I thought I put it back in.
The
no
curtain was
way I would not
horrible.
replug that thing in because I know what would happen.
Do you think you could spill some of the blood and guts on the mixer that you have right there?
I
on the
mean,
switcher?
if I brought, yeah, I could probably, you know.
Oh, it was so horrible. So horrible.
Gee. Yeah, it was a weird smell, and it was Before break, I was like, "What is going on? Like,
Yeah.
what is that? What
Can
is
you
happening?"
imagine that the whole time that we're doing the show between Thanksgiving and now, that
Right.
meat's out there just rotting?
Yeah, multiplying,
thawing and
Oh.
rotting.
We were out there moving boxes. We were 1 in the afternoons. We looked for like 10 minutes, 20 minutes looking to try to figure it out.
It was bad. It was really bad. And it's really making me nauseous to think about right now.
Oof.
Gross. All right, ladies and gentlemen, time to check in with Galvin. Today's news.
Are we doing it now? Or we want to take a break?
Oh, do we have to take a break, Carmen?
We can.
All right, let's take a break. Let's take a break.
I'm not doing this.
And then we'll
Nope.
come back and
Yeah,
we'll do
why?
news. We'll do news next on 102.5 The Bone. I need to go stock up before we have our big camping trip this week.
Stock it up.
Gio, I'm very upset you're not going to come. I think it'd be fun.
You said you're not drinking out there.
Not drinking.
I might come.
I don't think I'm drinking again until the next pub crawl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to participate in Sober October.
Sober October. Yeah.
I don't want to get off on a whole thing here because I know eventually
God
we're
knows.
supposed to do news.
Yeah.
But do you realize, talking about drinking and stuff, that we're less than 4 months away from the cruise?
Yep.
Oh, it's going to be here.
It's crazy.
No time.
It's crazy.
I was out at the tailgate yesterday, and there was a couple people came up and said they were booked and ready to go.
Yeah.
They'd never been, but they're very excited.
You went to the tailgate?
Yeah.
I didn't see you.
I didn't see you either.
What time did you get there?
Probably 12.
That's right.
It was towards the end, yeah.
I got to the tailgate and I just felt really sick.
I think you had just left because
Yeah.
somebody was telling me how Tom was dressed in all Dolphins gear.
Yeah, he was.
So you
That's
must
true.
have just left when I got there.
I got there and I didn't feel good, and I thought I had a little bit of the Crangus Mangus, but I whatever it was. But anyway, I had to take one of Juliana's friends with me, and she had to get the volleyball, so I had to bring him home.
You should have had some of the brisket gravy.
Oh, dang it! When I'm there so early. I'm there for breakfast.
Yeah.
When I'm there, they got sausage and eggs.
Yeah.
And then I leave, and then all of a sudden they bring out the good stuff.
I went to the tailgate last weekend and saw a little Button D Chauncey. He was all dressed in his
really?
all dressed in his Lions gear.
Oh wow.
He goes, "You probably don't remember." I go, "Yeah, a little Button D."
You probably don't remember me.
Yeah.
He's a weirdo.
He took his glasses off like I was gonna recognize him with his sunglasses off.
Maybe he's on a journey.
I go, "Yeah, no, I know who you are. You're the guy whose girlfriend or fiance or whatever told millions of people that you have a little button."
They were at the pub crawl too. That's where I saw them.
Oh, I don't recall that.
Yeah.
I don't recall that at all.
Yeah.
All right, time to check in with Galvin. He's got today's news.
You sure?
I mean, we did do it already. Do you want me
Do
to
it
replay
again.
it? Okay.
Okay.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
And now, what do we have in news today, Galvin?
Today's top story, we talked about it a little bit because it's 8:46 already. The Buccaneers clinched the NFC South for the fourth straight season, and Mike Evans reached 1,000 receiving yards for the 11th straight year, which ties Jerry Rice's NFL record as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defeated New Orleans Saints 27-19 on Sunday. Evans secured the milestone with a catch on the Bucs' final play. Now for the wild card weekend, the Bucs will take on the Washington Commanders this Sunday night right here in Tampa at 8 p.m.
Do you think Jerry Rice is ever going to go up to Baker Mayfield like Mark Gastineau went up to Brett Favre and be like, "What you doing? What you doing, Baker?
hurt me.
Yeah.
You hurt me."
I don't think so.
It was funny. Baker was talking about it where he, pitched the ball to what's his name, Bucky Irving for the tie.
By the way, that was one hell of a scramble before he pitched it off.
Yeah.
Which he was like, "Great, we scored." He goes, "But now I'm going to be the guy that didn't get Evans his 1,000 yards." He goes, "I felt so bad."
I thought Bucky was going to take a slide.
Yeah, well,
Because we didn't need him to score.
They wanted him to, and he didn't.
Yeah, because he did prior
Yeah.
to run the clock out a little bit. He got right there. Yeah.
I have to tell you, it was a very up and down game yesterday. They didn't look great in the beginning, and they had a
No,
lot of things
slow.
working against them. And they were prepared. They knew that everybody knew Mike Evans was. They wanted to give him the ball the whole game.
During the game, or afterwards, Mike Evans, he was talking to the media, and he said even towards the end, everybody in the Saints knew that he was trying to get the direction. Like, they're cover 13, don't get the 13, don't get 13 the
that's
ball.
rude.
Yeah, he said they were all talking about it.
By the way, great news for Gio. Shaq Barrett was back.
Yes,
Yeah.
and he had a couple tackles too.
Yeah, Shaq Barrett sat
Yeah.
out the whole season. He retired and then comes back for the playoffs. So
Tom Brady said on the broadcast, he goes, Shaq Barrett retired, and then they just brought him back to play in the playoffs because I like that schedule. I take that schedule anytime.
Yeah, so Gio has a bunch of Shaq Barrett
I do.
autograph stuff.
So you were at the game. You did not see the Brady broadcast.
I did not.
And the Brady Gronk crossover before the game. Did you see any of that?
I've seen the clip of that
where
since.
Brady threw out a plug to Roca.
Yeah.
Or Gronk did at least.
Yeah, some good plugs for him. That was great. That was interesting.
Yeah, Mike Evans getting that catch, like I've been in that stadium a million times. I saw Brady coming. That is by far, in a way, one of the coolest moments I've ever witnessed in sports.
Yeah.
The whole stadium was just like everybody knew it was about to happen. It was crazy.
That's awesome.
This is the first time since the first Super Bowl team where I feel like the last Super Bowl with Brady was you were there for Brady.
Yeah.
But the time before that, you were there for the Buccaneers. You were there for Brooks and Sapp and Allstott and Lynch and Warwick Dunn and Sean King and what's his name, Brad Johnson. Like, yeah, you were there for that group, Martine, and that's how I feel now. You're there for Baker, for Bucky, for Evans, for Godwin. Now, is there a chance Godwin comes back for the playoffs? Because they had said that when he went down.
That was the rumor that if they got deep enough, he could potentially come back. But I have not heard anything since then.
Me either. It seems to be pretty quiet.
But-
and then how about was it not Not Jamal Dean. Who was the player who got hurt in the car accident? Whitehead.
Oh, Whitehead, yeah.
Yeah, got in a car accident.
Yeah, on the way to practice. Yeah. They said it was apparently right near the facility too.
And not life threatening, but serious enough where he couldn't play.
I was Rick Stroud said that he had heard that he may have like fractured a bone in his neck, so that's why he's not going to be able to play. Yeah.
How about this now? So for the Bucs, they'll play the Commanders on Sunday, and then if they win against the Commanders, they move on to play either the Eagles or the Packers.
I'm not worried about either one of those.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm more worried about the Commanders. Not that they're great, but that's going to be that's
gonna be
not
a
a familiar
shootout,
fight for them.
The Bucs beat them in Week 1, but they are not the same team.
No, not at all.
Yeah, that's going to be a shootout for sure.
Fun. That's going to be a fun game to watch.
I tell you, I don't want to say yesterday, but usually the Saints got our number too.
Yeah,
we can't beat the Saints.
Yeah.
We beat them yesterday. So.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see. So the Bucs are, basically 2 games away from the Super Bowl, right?
Man, Baker's so goddamn good.
No, that's not how it is.
Yeah.
Well,
3 games. Sorry. Yeah. If they win, if they beat the Commanders, then they play the Packers or the Eagles, and then they would play the Lions.
Yeah.
We are broadcasting
or
live.
Whoever plays against the Lions, rather.
We are broadcasting live from the Super Bowl this year. Do you know about that?
Yes.
Yes. We are broadcasting live from Radio Row for the Super Bowl this year.
Is that happening?
Oh, that's happening.
Okay.
It's 100% happening. Not you.
Oh,
by the way, we got to talk.
Hold on. I'm sorry, Carmen. I said it as a joke. I mean, it's true, but I said it the way I said it was like it was a joke.
It's not part of your journey.
All right.
Wait, so I am or am not going?
Do you want to go?
Of course I'd want to go.
You do?
You want me to run the board? Okay,
No,
cool.
no.
Yeah, I got you.
I don't know.
Hold on a second.
Board operator.
Oh my
manager.
God. Yeah, keep that attitude. Keep that journey over there.
You don't want to go spend a week in New Orleans?
But
I would love to.
Here's the thing about Carmen going is Carmen getting gas is a lot better than this sending this one over.
Oh, he ain't doing it. He ain't sending a gas. Carmen.
Yeah.
In all honesty, no plans have been made, by the way. Nobody's like, Carmen's not going. But I thought you would not want to go.
Why would I not want to go?
I don't know. It doesn't seem. Well,
you should stop thinking for me.
Oh.
You don't know me very well.
Carmen,
it's the way you cut your hair.
Carmen, the funny thing is John Brennan said after all the different changes and stuff, they have about $100,000 extra in budget, and Mike said Carmen does not want that.
No.
Yeah, like,
Carmen does not.
No, she's good.
Yeah,
she's good.
She would definitely not.
You
want
have to room with Joe and I.
That's
though.
the thing. We're going to be like, it's going to be pretty cramped.
Okay.
Listen, you can stay in our room.
No, it's cool.
all right with me.
No,
I've got no problem with that.
I'm good.
It's going to, I mean, just saying, it's going to be tight.
Yeah, I got you. I won't go. I'll run the board.
Oh, shut your mouth.
I got you.
Gio's bringing his RV.
I can do
No,
that.
so what I imagine is that, Carmen, I honestly, none of us have any plans. All we were planning was to go. And then I was going to, we haven't even filled in our applications and all that stuff, but we've been approved to go. So, what I think, this is great. I love that we're having these meetings on the air. What I think is, like, how do you feel about it? I think we should drive down there.
Yeah.
And I think we should take the Sprinter and make Tom drive us down there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tom drives us down there. That means, so.
Joe and I drove to New Orleans.
Yep.
Gio, Galvin, and Carmen. Me, Pap, Tom, and probably Mike Olivero.
Yes.
That works for everybody?
Yeah.
And then, because we got plenty of room in the Sprinter.
Yeah.
Then we could sleep on the way there.
Tom can't come inside, though.
Tom can't come
He's
inside.
not credentialed.
He's only there to drive us.
Yeah.
But I mean, then we have, then even if Carmen, we have to stay in, like if we can't get a hotel in New Orleans and we have to stay outside of New Orleans, like, 20 minutes away or a half hour away, we have transportation there and back. So then we'll be good. And then if we go out that night, we'll still. All right, so Carmen, you're in.
Yes, if I'm allowed in, I would like to be in.
You would
Carmen
not.
can sleep in the Sprinter.
No.
I'll sleep on the streets.
Yeah.
No.
I'll take Gio's room.
Yeah.
He's not coming back.
Here's the
Find me on
only
Bourbon
problem.
Street.
The only problem that we have is that we're probably going to have to squeeze into 2 hotel rooms.
Ooh. 2 hotel rooms?
Yeah.
Between 6 people?
Big deal.
Right. That's a 3 and 3. That's the only situation where
Yeah, so-
Carmen.
Gio and Joe sleep together and I get my own bed.
No.
Yeah.
Joe sleeps in the bathtub.
Yeah, that's true.
The only way I see it is you guys are together in one room, me and Carmen share another room.
That's fine.
One
Makes
bed,
sense. That's
one
the
bed,
only way
really
you see
close.
it.
The only way to do it. No, well, I'm cool with making it work no matter how.
We're going to have to draw straws.
I'll have my VIP host talk to Harris. I'll stay over at Harris.
Yeah, Joe's not allowed to go there. He got kicked out last time.
That's right.
Even better. Even better.
They got facial recognition on Joe.
The pit boss literally said, if your friend does not stop immediately, we're going to have him thrown out.
I forgot about Harris, too. That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's right downtown, too.
All right, so then that's the plan. Everybody's in.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. By the way, this goes back to Mike sending texts that have no context or anything, whatever. He sent me a thing about, hey, make sure you fill out the thing, whatever. So I open the email and I look at it, and there's all this stuff, and you have to have a code and number and everything. And I text him, and I don't get an answer. I call him, and I go, hey, because I thought he needed it like right away.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, I haven't even opened the email. I don't know what it says.
So Gio sent the email and it said that this has to be filled out. So I make sure everybody had it filled out. And then when you opened it before I didn't know it needed all that
we got
stuff.
to fill them out this week.
No, we should do it today
And
after
I'll
the
send.
show.
Yeah, I'll send
Well,
other stuff.
I did not get that email.
No, I didn't send it yet.
He didn't. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
was waiting until
forwarded it.
today to send it out.
Right. So we'll all fill that out.
You're in, Carmen. Really?
Yeah, Carmen, you're in. We factored you in on
didn't
the
say
application process.
Anything.
You seem a little bit like your
I
journey.
just said I didn't get the email.
You seem like your journey derailed. a little.
All I was
right.
letting you guys know is I did not get the email.
Let me ask you a question.
Jesus
How much is
Christ.
going to have to go into your hair before we can go do the broadcast every day?
Nothing. That's my.
I'm kidding.
The
Will
hair,
you-
the
will
hair
you
journey
make mashed-
is me.
Will you make mashed potatoes in the hotel room?
I cannot do that.
You can. You know you can.
If you bring a hot plate, I can.
Hey, may I point out what a lot of people are saying on the chat in the YouTube? Yeah, everybody loves your hair.
Oh, thank you.
I like
everybody.
dark hair, Carmen. It looks very nice.
I can't wait to go blonde again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, brunette is not me.
I thought you weren't doing chemicals and stuff.
I'm not, but there's other ways to
She's
help
been
that.
putting lemon on her hair every day.
No.
Listen,
Not true.
You don't want to do chemicals until you want to be pretty. Then make it happen. You know what I mean? In a new survey, Americans were asked to rate their year, rate 2024 as a year on a scale from 1 to 10. I hear an oof over in the corner. What would you put that into a number?
I'd give it a 6.
A 6? Mike Calta, 2024 as a year, 1 to 10.
7.5.
7.5. Joe?
I'd give it about a 4.
Carmen?
Oh, that's high.
Ooh. For him, I think 6.
6? Yeah, I would give it like a 7, whatever. It was normal year. Whatever.
Uneventful.
Overall, the average came out to 6.1. So I think we're right around the average.
Yeah, Joe had a bad year. His mom was ill, and his Spanish moved out, and all that other
His
stuff.
ex-girlfriend broke into his house.
Yeah, I didn't have anything go wrong this year. It just was an average year for me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I there was no major events or anything. It was all right.
Happy Divorce Day.
Okay.
All right.
People tend to put off breakups during the holidays, so more people get dumped in January than any other month. And the first working Monday of the year is supposedly the top day for it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so today is the top day for getting dumped.
Can I be honest with you? I think that I like my wife more now.
Yeah?
Because we spend so much time together at the break, and when you spend that much time together, you usually hate them or love them. I love her. Pretty sure she hates me. Like, I have been doing nothing but annoying her to no end. I even went so far as to buy a finger puppet that was a cat, just so that the cat could annoy her all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I live to annoy my wife.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's good. U.S. News and World Report put out its annual list of the healthiest diets.
Okay.
And not necessarily like a diet, like a fad diet, but like a way to eat, the nutrition.
So
whatever.
what is the best way?
What do you think? What do you
High
think?
protein.
Well, there's a name for it.
Oh, the paleo diet?
No, that's not it.
What is the paleo?
Carmen, what do you think?
The what is it? Not the carnivore diet, but it's basically like the whole food diet.
No, that's not it.
The herbivore diet.
No.
Oh, Mediterranean.
Carnivore.
No, not carnivore. Carmen, you got it. Mediterranean diet is number one for the 8th year in a row.
Now, what is the Mediterranean
So
diet?
Mediterranean diet, I'm glad you asked, is limits sweets and processed foods and red meat.
Okay.
You're eating a lot of fruits, veggies, grains, nuts, and healthy fats like chicken and fish.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's a lot of the stuff.
Olive oil.
Right. Olive oil in there. The next is the DASH diet and then the flexitarian diet. So the DASH diet is designed to lower blood pressure. DASH actually stands for Dietary Approaches to Stop Hypertension.
Okay.
So that stuff. And then the flexitarian diet, you mostly eat vegetarian, but sometimes eat meat.
All right. That's where I'd like to be, I think.
That's kind of what I do.
Yeah.
You know,
like I'm not even close to that, but that's what I think I could live like that way because I like stuff that I like beans.
Yeah.
You know, and I like that kind of stuff. But every once in a while, I'd be like, I got to eat a goddamn steak.
It blew my mind that it was like, I don't know, maybe 3 years ago, I realized how much I like black beans because I would have black beans and something sometimes and go, I like that. And then I figured it out one day by eating black beans. I go, that's it. That's the thing.
I've been missing black beans.
That I had no idea. Like, on your burrito or this or that, whatever. I'd be like, no black beans. Not realizing that was something that I actually liked.
My grandmother would make a bean soup with 1,000 different kinds of beans in it. Beans that look like jelly beans. Like, they'd have speckles on them, and I wouldn't even know what they were. And then, no joke, like the kids around, I would fart for a month after that. My! I would just be farting my whole time. Oh, it's crazy how much that works.
Then they have the Mind diet, which is a mashup of the Mediterranean and DASH with a focus on brain health.
Well, I mean, that would be the MASH diet.
Well, they call it the Mind.
MASH.
Congratulations. The Florida Lottery recently announced that Peter Diesel, I think that's how you pronounce it, of St. Petersburg claimed a $1 million prize from the 500 times the cash scratch-off game.
It'd be cooler if his name was Pete Diesel.
The Pinellas County man chose to receive his winnings in a one-time lump sum, so you get the scratch-off $1 million. You take home $640,000.
So I watched that show, the lottery show, where if you win the lottery, they help you buy a house. Have you seen that?
No.
It's the My Lottery House. I don't know what what the show's called.
All right.
They get this fancy gay guy, and he shows you. So you won the lotto in St. Pete, and you want to buy a house.
Okay.
So he shows you 3 different types of houses, mostly in the same price range, one higher than, one lower than, and then you hopefully find the home of your dreams. A lot of the lotto winners buying second homes,
Right.
But it's so disappointing when you realize how little money $1 million is.
Yeah.
Because you're like, you won $1 million, so you cleared how much?
$640,000.
Now you buy a $400,000 house, which is not a very big house these days, and you have less than $200,000 left.
Right.
And like that lotto stunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you have a house that's paid for.
Right.
If
Which
you
is
paid
the
up
big
front,
thing.
yeah.
Well, if you're buying it and you just pay it all at once and stuff, that's the big thing. And that's why, like, a lot of sports guys and stuff will get advice like that, where get that house, buy that house, and then you own that.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about other stuff. I remember Shaq talking about it, and Shaq's a guy who has a lot of money and is invested in a lot of different things, whatever. But he goes, I had a bunch of different cars, and I remember a guy saying to me, he goes, how many cars can you drive at once?
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, yeah, that makes sense. He goes, but you like to have a couple. He goes, but now you have 3 cars. That's great. 3 different cars. You got one big one to take the family. You got a sports car, and then you got your cruising car, or whatever, something like that. But there are a lot of people that buy warehouses just to have all of their cars.
I know. And you can't drive them all. You don't ever get to spend the amount of time in each one that you wish that you could.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, you wasted all your money.
I think if I was as rich as possible, if I had billions of dollars, the most cars I would have is 3.
Yeah, I don't think
and then
you need
just
more
kind of change them out.
Unless you see one that you're like, oh, that's my I'd love to have a classic Mustang, but I'm not driving that all the time.
Yeah.
Ian, what's the dumbest money you've ever spent when you were playing football?
The dumbest money invested in a nightclub once.
You did?
Yeah, 50 G's.
Where?
It was somewhere
here or no?
Dale Mabry, yeah.
Oh, really?
And the
Dale
guy
Mabry?
the guy I invested with was a shyster.
Oh.
Yeah, I know better now.
Joe Abdu?
Yeah.
No,
I know Joe Abdu.
No, I love Joe. I'm kidding. What was the club? Do you remember?
It was a guy I met, and it was me and Tony Mayberry. We met the guy, and he was like, "Hey, I want to get in a nightclub. I want to do this jazz club." And they started it up, and there's
I remember that. Well, yeah, tell me.
They were going to do a jazz club on Dale Mabry, and they started the construction and everything. And then the guy just became shady, and then he just disappeared.
Really?
That was it. I haven't seen him since.
Lawsuit or anything, or were you just like kissing goodbye?
You can't sue a shyster.
Yeah.
They ain't got nothing.
They got nothing.
They ain't got nothing. I could sue Creative Loafing, though.
Are you still going through that?
Oh, no, I'm suing them, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's happening.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I don't know whether you necessarily want to feel old this early in the year, but Loudwire put together a list of rock albums that are turning 50 years old this year. In some of them, you're like, that's going to be 50? It's crazy. So I have 20 different ones by alphabetical order and stuff. But what is some of the ones you can think of that would be 50 years old?
So that's 73. I'm trying to think of what came out.
Be some Led Zeppelin in there.
Yeah, Led Zeppelin is in there. You have Led Zeppelin Physical Graffiti.
The
That's
Beatles
turning 50 years old. Beatles, I think, are probably older, actually.
Rolling Stones.
There's some Rolling Stones. Yeah, I'll just kind of roll through some of the different ones. TNT by AC/DC. Toys in the Attic by Aerosmith.
And then it's TNT is Bon Scott.
That's Bon, yeah. Toys in the Attic, Aerosmith. Straight Shooter, Bad Company, Black.
Isn't it weird that I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I if I hear the song, I could kind of figure it out. But there are some songs where you're like, is this Bon Scott or is this Brian Johnson? And they don't sound alike. Yeah, like they don't sound alike, and I have to kind of put it in my TNT. I don't know, and like maybe that's because I've heard Brian Johnson sing that, you know?
Right. Obviously, because it's a huge hit, so he sings it live and does his stuff, whatever. Yeah, but they have very distinct.
Yeah,
it's wild to me that Bon Scott was their limo driver.
Oh, was he really?
He was their limo driver, and he was like, I can sing. And they're like, all right. Like, if he never would have spoke up, you never would have had Bon Scott. You know what I mean? That's wild.
Well, look at Josh, the singer of our band. When we got rid of our first singer, Josh was like, I can sing.
Yeah. Well, I knew that he could sing, though.
Right,
that
he was such a great
thing.
guitar player.
It's so
Everybody's
funny.
like, I'll sing.
He's an unbelievable guitar player, but winds up singing for us. Some of the other albums, Sabotage by Black Sabbath, David Bowie, Young Americans, 50 years old. This one, like, it makes sense, but whenever you think about it, One of These Nights, Eagles, 50 years old. I think this was...
Like, I'm thinking all these songs came out when I was 3 years old, and I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Kiss?
This one, I thought for sure, this one probably threw me off the most. Born to Run, Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, wow.
You would think that was 80s.
Yeah.
You would think that was 80s.
Yep.
Yeah. Kiss, Alive.
Alive, yeah.
Which I remember that from being a little kid and
Deep
listening
Purple.
to that and
Deep
stuff.
Purple.
Some Rainbow. I don't think there's any Deep Purple in there, no. Fandango by ZZ Top. Dreamweaver. Gary Wright. 50 years old, man. 50 years old.
Wow.
A Night at the Opera by Queen. Those are all turning 50. Wish You Were Here, Pink Floyd.
Wow.
Kind of a popular album.
We are getting old, man.
That's wild, though, to think about that. I saw this the other day. You know,
we are getting old. Joe way older.
Yeah. You know, Aubrey Plaza from
do.
Parks and Rec and
Yeah.
a bunch of different movies and stuff. Her husband, I did not know this guy, and I didn't know that she was even married or anything, but her
either.
husband, Jeff Bana, took his own life on Friday. He was.
She must be so annoying.
But also, whenever I read this, I said to my wife, I go, that seems right. Like her marrying a guy that would kill himself.
Yeah,
You know what I
she's
mean?
nuts.
Yeah. That's what I'm
She's
saying.
sexy as hell, though.
Yeah.
You know, there's something
Oh.
about her I think is sexy as hell.
I'll tell you one of the sexiest things in the world with her. Who is the Olsen, not Mary Kate and Ashley, the other one?
Yep.
Who is it?
She was in the Marvel movies.
Wanda?
Right.
Yeah,
Lydia?
WandaVision.
Whatever her name is.
Yeah.
They were doing some press junket thing, and they were all kind of, there was a ensemble, and they were together, and they were like getting together for a photo, whatever. Elizabeth Olsen, right?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yep.
And Aubrey Plaza is standing there, and she squeezes in next to her and grabs her ass. And her look to her, she like smiled, like knowingly smiled. I was like, they're doing it. They're doing it.
She is oddly sexy. She's not typically gorgeous. She's pretty.
Yeah.
But there's just something about her that makes her extra sexy. to me.
Yeah,
And I like in addition to big mouth, I like big dumb eyes too.
Big eyes, big dumb eyes, sure. Yeah.
They got to be dumb though, not just big eyes. I mean
Right.
eyes that have nothing behind them.
The family that owns the house that was in Breaking Bad, Walter White's house,
Right.
In New Mexico, they're selling it. They're asking how much for the house. You've seen the house.
I
You know
don't
what it
remember
looks
what the
like.
house looked like. Yeah.
There's a lot of videos of them like fighting with people stopping by the house, trying
I'm
to take
sure.
pictures. Like,
Yeah.
I stopped by the Full House in San Francisco, and the kids wanted to see it. And there's a sign in front that says, "Please be respectful.
Yeah.
People live here." You know, and I know. And of course, we got out and took a picture.
Yeah. They are asking $4 million for that house. They say if it wasn't famous, it would be listed for probably about $350,000.
Yeah, they'll probably get
trying to make their money.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
It's so funny is that like I think that these houses, the Brady Bunch house and all these people just live there now.
Yeah,
like
they've always lived there. Like I think this is something I found out from like the Keeping Up with Kardashians. Like they didn't live in that house.
No, that's
you know what I mean.
outside.
That's just the house that they used for the shot for the opener, but that wasn't the actual house.
Oh, really?
And that's the thing with a lot of these TV show houses. That
Right.
wasn't the set. That's
right. The
just
Brady Bunch same way. They didn't use the same house that they take the picture of.
Right. That's just the one that's in the opening scene or whatever.
So the Kardashians didn't have a nice enough house to
No,
shoot?
they did, but they didn't want people to know what their house looked like.
Yeah.
because
Yeah, that's
it would
smart.
be easier to find.
Well, in Edward Scissorhands, that's right over here in Lutz.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
house where it's filmed, yeah. And someone just owns it now.
Punisher was over in Clearwater. wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, like Home Alone, that house that they filmed that Home
Yeah.
Alone in a high school.
Yeah.
But that house is a real house, and it has a gate that says like don't touch the gate, be
Yeah.
respectful, this and that. But like nothing was filmed
You
in that
can
house.
visit the Christmas Story house as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've totally forgot.
Sorry.
All right.
No. I was going to tell you something about the house, and I can't remember what it was. Wait. When you were saying the Kardashians didn't want people to recognize their house, when I went to LA when Joey was really little, when he was like probably like 5 or 6, and he wanted to see some stuff. So I would just Google Tom Cruise's house in LA, and it would just give me an address, and I would drive up and I go, oh yeah, this looks like Tom Cruise lives there. Like yeah, and then Jay Leno's house. We went to Jay Leno's house, but all we had to do was put in the name and the address came right up because it's Google now. Everybody's got everything.
I got to tell you, I know we have our death pool for this year starting back up. Jay Leno might be a good pick, man.
Yeah.
He is really looking old. I mean, he's
falling down.
Yeah, but you see him
Plus
on
the mobs after him.
a few of the different things, whatever. Yeah, Spike, what's his name? Fierstein. Fierstein had him on, and he brought that up. He goes the different conspiracies of which family you owe money to and stuff. Billie Eilish's "Birds of a Feather" was the biggest song on Spotify of 2024.
Another one oddly attractive.
Now,
Big dumb eyes.
much better now than she used to be.
Yeah.
When she first came out, she was kind of.
She goes in and out of it.
Yeah.
But also when she first came out, she was like 15.
Well, no. I watched
She
a
was just so
replay of
weird
her
looking, too.
on Saturday Night Live from this year.
Yeah.
I don't know how old she is, but she's very pretty. She's
It's-
got big dumb eyes.
It's
She's
funny, 'cause,
23.
like when Carmen said when she first came out, she was young and she would always wear those big, extra large T-shirts and all the different stuff. And then she hit 20 or 21, and I think it was Vanity Fair or something, whatever. And she posed in lingerie, and you're like, whoa, not just big dumb eyes. She's got some big dumb other stuff. But anyways, Birds of a Feather was streamed almost 1.8 billion times.
Wow.
It edged out Sabrina Carpenter's Espresso by about 650,000 streams. So that came in second. More
Trying to
music.
find Billie Eilish lingerie right now.
Oh yeah, look it up. More music news. Carlos Santana fell and broke his finger, so now he cannot play guitar
Oh.
for 6 weeks. Yeah, so
Couldn't fall and break his leg. Had to break his fingers.
broke his fingers. Broke his finger.
That's a sign.
Yeah. The other members of Jane's Addiction are working on new music without Perry Farrell.
Okay, but the only thing that's good about that is the band with
Chris
Scott
Cornell?
Weiland. No, what was that
STP?
band? No, the one with the
Velvet
one with Slash,
Revolver?
Velvet Revolver. So you could, if you put a good singer in there, you might actually get a good band. Not
Oh,
that
yeah.
Perry Farrell. I mean, he couldn't sing worth a damn anyway. But
He was odd.
yeah. But if you get a guy who in there who can, or a girl, yeah.
Did they still go out saying they're Jane's Addiction with somebody else? or-
Yeah.
No,
I
I think they give himself a new name.
I think so, yeah.
And come out and just. I mean, you got Dave Navarro on guitar, who's great, and then I don't know what the other guys are, but they're used to playing together. And then you put a singer in there who's actually dedicated to the band. I think they can make good music.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty good.
We'll see
I
what
love
happens.
Dave Navarro and Chili Peppers. I thought that was good. It made the Chili
Yeah.
Peppers a little heavier, and it made him sound good.
Yeah, he's good. Although he's been sick and had problems and stuff, and I don't know how much more he's going to be going out and doing stuff. President Biden gave out the Presidential Medal of Freedom. We did not get one.
I know. I saw this.
I'm checking my emails.
Michael
See.
J. Fox got it.
Mm-hmm.
Denzel Washington, Hillary Clinton, Bono, Magic Johnson, few others. Messi got it, but he wasn't there.
Yeah.
Scheduling conflict.
Did George Soros get it?
Soros got it.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
How many does Hillary Clinton have now? Because can you get it more than once?
Presidential Medal of Freedom? I don't know.
I thought
Carmen.
Magic Johnson had done that already too. Like Obama gave it to him.
I thought Obama gave one to Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
So maybe did they get new ones, or did they just show up for the ceremony?
No, he gave out the Presidential Medal of Freedom to all of those people.
Interesting.
Yeah. A former Fox sports hairdresser just filed a sexual harassment lawsuit that claims, among other things, that Skip Bayless offered her $1.5 billion to sleep with her.
What's up?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Billion?
I would bang
Million,
Skip
1.5
Bayless for
million.
$1.5 million.
Right?
For real.
Yeah.
Like, and Carmen, I'm being honest with
Yes.
you. Please be honest. Don't radio it up. I'm being honest with you.
Yeah.
If I said to you, Carmen, I would make sweet love to you, and you said no thanks, and I said, what if I gave you $1.5 million?
Let's go.
But
in the bathroom,
not only
in
would
the
you-
office,
but
in
but
your
okay,
car.
but maybe you would say yes, maybe you would say no. But are you mad at that? I mean, like, to me, if I'm offering you $1 million to sleep with you, and I have $1 million to sleep with you, that's a huge compliment.
It is, but I mean, no.
I can buy you like a piece of meat.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not really a compliment.
Listen
but
to me, Carmen, I'm coming to you and I'm saying, listen to me. I get it. I can't get you. Okay. And you probably don't want to have sex with me. But if you can muddle through it for a half hour or so, I'll give you $1 million.
But again, this story and the book deal and everything that she's gonna get out of this lawsuit is worth more than $1 million.
I listen.
Depending how you
also,
spin it
tell
and
me,
do it.
Spin it this way. Did you or did you not offer her $1 million to have sex with her? Yes, facetiously. I'm not going to pay somebody $1 million to have sex with them. Certainly not her.
Right. I'm on TV. Whether you find me attractive or not,
Yeah.
the fact that I'm on TV, I could bang plenty of whores that are hotter than her.
Right, but also
he
just
still
saying,
offered her money.
Yeah, but did he though, or did he go, I'll give you $1 million? Like, is it a joke or is it real? You think Skip Bayless is willing to write $1.5 million?
You can't make that joke anymore.
I don't think
Sorry.
it's authentic until he shows her the money.
Yeah, right.
Okay? And
Yeah, if he wheeled her a wheelbarrow full of money and it was like,
Sure.
can we do it?
I had lunch with my daughters, and one of their best friends got pregnant by Dak Prescott, and Dak Prescott married her. And I think I brought my daughters up well. And I listened to both of them go, I would be pregnant by Dak Prescott, and it didn't bother me.
Yeah,
I think that's the American way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So if
But
I
also,
can-
you're talking about a guy who is good looking.
Yeah.
He's an athlete, and you'd have sex with him.
keep
so
going. He's got all the money.
and he's got all the money.
And if you are impregnated by Dak Prescott,
You're set for life.
Your family's family is set for life.
Yeah.
I'll
You
get
think
pregnant
so?
I'll get pregnant right now by Dak Prescott.
Wait.
Whoa. I swear to God.
I'd rather
But-
see that than Skip Bayless.
Yeah, you would.
See, I don't know. It all depends on how many kids he has, where the child is conceived.
Well, he married her.
He married her, but I'm just saying, if it's a one night thing, like who is it? Tyreek Hill, who has like 20 children.
Well,
You got to think, but I mean, also Nick Cannon. Those moms, like, they broke it down, and at a certain point, the one lady was like, because he has so many kids, we can no longer file for child support because once you reach a certain amount of children. But like before that, it gets broken down by all the kids that you have. So the more kids that they have, even though they make a ton of money, the child support goes down.
It gets broken down, it gets filtered out and fragmented, and then it becomes less money. But still,
so it doesn't make sense. It's really not that much.
but for 18 years, you're locked into that guy.
Yeah. You can be if he's good. I also saw another story of a woman saying that she was married, had 2 kids with a guy who played in the NFL for 11 years, and he had so many lawyers that she's been chasing him for 5 years, and they were married.
Yeah, but
and he's trying to get out of it.
I think what Ian's saying is it's a lot better to say I got pregnant by who? Dak Prescott, the quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, as opposed to I got pregnant by who? Jerry, he works at the Circle K.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
100%.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I mean,
I get that.
he's gonna be manager someday.
I love Circle K.
Yeah.
Listen,
Roland.
I don't know how much Skip. Can you ask Carmen or can you? Hey Siri, is this Siri? Alexa, how much is Jerry?
No,
It said about 20 million.
Almost has how much Jerry Bayless is worth.
It said about 20 million.
Oh, I have 32.
All right,
Oh,
Skip,
was his
Alexa,
last
stop.
contract.
Yeah.
32 million.
Was his last
I mean, he was
contract.
one of the highest paid
He signed
guys.
a 4-year deal for $32 million.
Yeah.
That's not a lot of money. I mean,
But
that's
he
not a lot of
just
money to
signed
write. But it's not a lot of money to write $1 million check for.
It's
But
a 17.
He just signed that.
Right.
You know
So
what I
he
mean?
had other money.
Right. So he had millions.
So if he's
and
worth
then-
$100 million, would you stroke $1.5 million
No.
to a chick to have sex with her?
But who knows what this guy's deal is?
Yeah.
I'd have a
There's
hard
a
time
lot of
shelling
men-
out $200 to a chick.
I know. I was reading the article, and she kept telling him, you're married because he's married, and he was doing that.
Right.
But here's
And-
a few different things. One, it's the power of saying, "I'll give you $1 million if you bag me."
Yeah.
Two, she may go, "Yeah, absolutely," and he goes, "Listen, it's $1 million, so let's really make it good." Bangs her and stuff and everything. And then he goes, "Good luck getting that $1 million." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Prove it.
What are you gonna do? Yeah. How do you make him pay it?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think there was ever an intention of paying. I think that's one of those
No.
things you say.
But
to
also,
get a girl.
even if she signed stuff and did everything else, he goes, "Yeah, that's illegal. You can't do that."
And she claims that they were grabbing her ass at work, and they when she reported it, they told her to get over it.
I believe
And
that.
he was giving her long hugs and grabbing on her boobs.
By
and
the
all
way,
kinds of stuff.
100%, I believe everything. I believe that he paid.
Yeah.
He offered her
Like,
$1.5 million.
This
to
was
bang her.
the $1 million was like the culmination of him like hitting on her relentlessly for like weeks and weeks and weeks.
Can you imagine? And I'm not. I mean, I'm sure in my lifetime I've done something inappropriate, but can you imagine grabbing somebody's ass at work?
No.
Like even as a who like
Nancy Alexander used to grab my ass all the time.
Right. That was also a long time ago.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's different. You ever been to the other building? There
Yeah.
was shenanigans and
Oh,
tomfoolery
I'm talking
all the time.
I'm talking about my adult lifetime, because when I worked in that building, I mean, FLZ at the time that I worked there, the Power Pig was on 60 Minutes because of sexual harassment stuff. I mean, it was crazy there.
Sure.
I'm talking about in the 2000s. Like, I can't imagine even working in CBS of walking by and grabbing girls' butt or smacking a girl in the ass or not. Like, I that's so foreign to me to think about doing that.
Well, that's for you, but I've seen a lot of things in that building. I was there a long time.
Yeah.
That we had a sensitivity girl come in with a little bitty skirt. You know what I mean? And everybody's looking at, and then I'm walking around the building and there's inappropriate stuff happening. Radio and inappropriate, they're synonymous.
Yes.
They really are.
Because it's a non-traditional environment.
There's strippers, hooters, girls.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can't have strippers in here and not be wrong.
You can't apply the same laws to this type of show that you would apply to the average workplace. However, the people who are in the workplace deserve the rights to their privacy and their so I get it, but you have to know what you're getting into before you get into it.
It's kind of like Spanish being on this show. Okay, your stuff's going to be out there.
Yes.
Period.
Yeah, there's no way to hold that back.
No way.
But if you're not someone who works on air, let's say you're a salesperson,
Then you never involve yourself in the on-air stuff.
you never involve yourself. But let's say you go to the bathroom and you make a stinky, and then you come back and then you're making fun of them. But now because you work in that environment,
but I would
someone's
not-
putting your personal business out there,
I can't
and that
be
has
like-
happened before.
I could be like, hey, Richard from sales, you just went and took a big stinker. I could do that because I'm cool with Richard. But if it's
Right.
Mary from sales and I don't really know her, I wouldn't say her name.
Right, but again, that wasn't always the case.
Right.
That's a new line that has been drawn in recent years.
Do you think it'd be wrong if we did top 3 asses we want to grab in the office?
No,
I mean,
not on the air.
Do you have a list ready,
I
prepared
don't.
for this?
I don't, not at all.
John Brennan. All right. Who's number 2?
Chat name Mo.
Roger.
And Kelly.
I don't know if anybody watched last night. The Golden Globes happened last night with Nikki Glaser as the host. She was roasting people.
Oh.
That's what happens at the Golden Globes.
She's a roaster now.
Roasted. I have some of her, what they say are her top roasts.
I did watch some of it and ended up turning it off because it was so boring. They had a guy in French that got an award. A guy who won an award and only spoke French, and they had to go up there with a translator, and he had a long ass letter, and he had to read the letter and the I go, this is just boring. It's just, it's not. I'm not mad at it or anything. It's just boring. But I did not see the very beginning, which is usually where all the action happens.
Well, here's a little bit of Nikki Glaser roasting some of the celebrities.
Welcome to the 82nd Golden Globes, Ozempic's biggest night. If you're watching on CBS, hello. If you're watching on Paramount Plus, you have 6 days left to cancel your free trial. I mean, even Oscar-winning actor Eddie Redmayne did TV this year. He's nominated for Peacock's The Day of the Jackal, yes? It's about a top secret elite sniper that no one can find because he's on Peacock. Nicole Kidman is here. Oh my gosh. Thank you for working so hard. And thank you to Keith Urban for playing guitar around the house so much that she wants to leave and make 18 movies a year. Selena Gomez is here tonight with her new fiance, Benny Blanco. And Benny Blanco is here because of the genie who granted him that wish. Man, lucky guy.
That's pretty good.
There's been a lot of talk about comebacks, right? Like Pamela Anderson and Demi Moore. And it turns out if you're a woman over 50 in a lead role, they call it a comeback. If you're a guy over 50 in a lead role, congratulations. You're about to play Sydney Sweeney's boyfriend.
I thought those were pretty good.
The Benny Blanco.
Benny Blanco was good. Yeah.
That's funny.
She's pretty funny. She's like, we've never watched Nikki Glaser do a roast or any of that stuff where we walked away and went, she's always been a highlight. So
her stand-up is not great.
No, I never watched her do it. I don't want to ruin it.
I saw it. For me, it's my opinion. I don't think her stand-up's great, but she's good at roasting. And I forget who it was. I forget who it was. They were like, hey, because she did so good on the roast for Tom Brady, and they were like, well, why don't you do that stuff when you're normal?
Do more of that. Yeah. They did show she was nominated for Best Comedy Performance, and they showed a clip of her stand-up that was actually pretty funny.
Her last stand-up on HBO was a lot better than her last stand-up that was on Netflix 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, okay.
The one on Netflix, it is just all about her lady parts.
Oh,
That's it.
I'm a woman saying crazy things. Right.
Exactly. Where this one,
Dirty,
it actually
dirty.
had some jokes, and it's I'm getting older, and still women jokes, but it was a lot better than her Netflix special.
You know what I don't understand is Ali Wong. Ali Wong won for Best Thing. I nothing against her. That's not my cup of tea, and she keeps winning everything.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Some of the different winners for Golden Globes. Not like a lot of great stuff for movies. The Brutalist with Adrian Brody won a bunch of different stuff. I have not seen
never even
that.
heard of it.
Yeah, neither did I. Demi Moore, who Mr. Skin told us gets totally naked in the Substance. She
Still
won.
looks great.
Yeah, she won for female actor. Let's see some of the different stuff for TV shows. Best drama, Shogun, FX, which I watched a few episodes and it was really good.
Shogun,
then I kind of stopped.
The Agency, the Jackal,
yeah,
all these shows that I want to watch, but I forget that they're on and can't find them and all that stuff.
You can find them though.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I forget that they're on.
Best musical or comedy, Hacks, which is on Max, which I've watched. It's decent. It's nothing great, but whatever. Shogun won a bunch of different stuff. Male actor for musical or comedy. It's not a comedy. The Bear is not a comedy. I don't care whether you like it or not. It's not a comedy. Jeremy Allen White won for that. The Bear is a confusing show. Have you seen that show?
No, nothing about it seems attractive to me, and I did not lock it in as a comedy either.
Everybody talks about how great it is and stuff, and I watched it, and I watched an episode, and I go, maybe the next episode or something. So I watched the next. I watched the whole season. Then I went, well, what did I watch? Like nothing happened.
It's not a comedy.
Yes, chef.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
chef. That's the whole show.
Yeah, I don't really get it.
I gotta tell you, I said something to a girl the other day, and she said, "Yes, chef," back to me, and that was the hottest thing I've ever heard. I'm not a chef.
$1 million. Best stand-up comedy performance, Ali Wong.
Yeah.
Single lady. Yeah. So there you go. That was the Golden Globes.
All right, we got to take a break. We're way behind.
You know what we need to do?
Football picks.
Yes.
We'll do that when we come back. It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Right now, we got Ian Beckles in the studio with us, and we have to find out how we did in our football picks.
Oh, boy.
So this is an interesting time because not only playoff time, but also we were off, so we had to make sure we got our stuff in on our own without our wonderful Carmen prodding and poking us to make sure we get our picks in.
There were Wednesday games. There were
was all
Thursday
kind of
games.
stuff,
Saturday
Yeah,
games.
I didn't send my picks in. Okay.
The whole time?
Well,
None of them.
let's
3 weeks.
let's-
0-3.
Let's find out from Carmen. Oof.
All right, Carmen, what do you know?
I know a lot.
Man.
So, yes, as Mike mentioned and just stated, he did not send his picks in for any of the 3 weeks we were out.
Loser.
So, yes, there's going to be a common theme. So, for week 16, Mike with 0.
Oh.
Next with 8 wins because they sent them in late. Galvin.
Damn it.
While you were running?
Yeah.
And-
so Carmen, get this. The Steelers, I think, played on Thursday or
Yeah.
whatever, and I watch, and then the next day I'm out and I'm running and I'm thinking about the Steelers and this and that, and I go, my picks. I stopped in the middle of the trail and put my picks together, and I got 8 right.
That's not
out
bad.
of the other, what was it, 10 that play? 10 other games. I don't know.
Yeah, because you did miss a game that was in the middle.
Yeah.
You missed Seahawks, that wasn't part of it, but you missed the 3 on Thursday, so it was all crazy.
All right.
Yeah. So with 8 wins, but don't worry because you're not in the boat alone. Gio also missed all those picks as well.
No, I got my picks in.
You got your picks in, but you did not. Oh, yes, you did. Sorry.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
did because I have you on Bengals.
It's a good thing you're a double checker.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you still only got 8 wins.
Okay.
So you got all the picks, but you just did as bad as someone who missed 4 games.
Thank you.
You're welcome. With 9 wins, Pap.
Yeah, baby.
With 10 wins, and someone who sent all 3 weeks in at once, Ian Beckles.
Oh,
Ahead of the
hard to
game.
do.
interesting.
Right.
Interesting.
Yeah.
He just went for
I
it.
just can't wait.
I appreciate it. With 11 wins, Martine.
Damn.
And week 16 winner with 12 wins, myself.
Oh, let's say, how do we know that? Yeah.
Yeah,
I sent a picture to Martine of my weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, ask him. I
The
can
other
send
guy
you.
who's not here.
I can send you guys all those pics too.
Timestamps. We need
we're kidding.
timestamps.
Yeah.
All right.
I believe you, Carmen.
All right.
Thank you.
So then, where does that?
I didn't do every single week. I just did it all at the end.
All right.
Okay. So week 17 with 0, Mike Calta,
Loser.
but not alone.
Oh.
Pap.
Loser.
Also forgot to send his picks in.
Loser.
I did.
Next with 10 wins, Ian Beckles.
Damn.
Yeah.
With 11 wins, Galvin.
Oh.
With 12 wins,
Oh no.
Martine.
No.
With 13 wins, myself. And with 14
Yes.
Oh
wins,
no.
Gio.
Killed it.
All right.
Why can't I win in gambling? Why can't I win?
I don't know. All right. So then
All right.
we.
And
this
then
last week.
Yep. And then week 18, the last week,
I just oh.
with 0 wins,
Nah, shut up.
Mike Calta. With 7 wins, Ian.
Thank God.
With 8 wins, Galvin. And myself.
Oh, what?
Wait, no, that's not right. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, that's not right. I have 11 wins. Who'd you have? Gio, you had 8 losses or
What?
wins.
Oh, I gotta go back and check.
Yeah, go ahead. But you had 8 wins.
All right.
You had 8 wins week 18. With 9 wins, Martine. With 11 wins, myself.
Oh man.
And with 13 wins, Pap.
That's good though because I know Carmen was on the come up. So this is it. This was the
Yes.
final week.
You got 13 wins in week 18.
So all right. So starting with the loser, right? Starting with
Yes.
the loser, going to the winner. Let's hear it.
Starting with the loser.
And I'll pull up the numbers of what you owe the winner, whoever the winner is going to be here.
With 2 wins, 8 losses,
Ooh.
Mike Calta.
That's rough.
Congrats.
So Mike Calta owes $100.
All right.
With 3 wins, 5 losses, Ian Beckles.
Oh, wow.
Ian, you owe $80.
Ouch.
80?
Yeah.
With 4 wins and 4 losses, Pap.
Pap, you owe $60.
All right.
You welcher.
With 4 wins, 2 losses, Martine.
Martine, you owe $40.
With 4 wins and 1 loss, Galvin.
I own $20. That means
With 5 wins and 4 losses, Gio, your bitch ass owes me $10 because
I gotta see timestamps. I gotta see timestamps.
I did 5 wins, 2 losses. You had 2 more losses than I did, so I won.
So who do I
Gio. Me.
Carmen.
I won.
What's the grand total? You get paid.
Everyone owes something different.
$310.
300 in total.
No,
Nice.
310 because for some reason we didn't have the we had it different. Did somebody join later or something?
No, someone dropped out, so we rearranged the payments.
Okay, well then
Yeah.
so whoever Gio owes you $10. Yeah, so you actually I think wind up winning, let's see. So that's 100, 200, 300, 310, Carmen.
Okay, I'll
right.
take it.
Yeah. Mike owes you 100. Ian owes you 80. Martine owes you 60. Or Pap owes you 60. Martine owes you 40. I owe you 20. Gio owes you 10.
Yes.
All right.
I will send my Venmo to the group for everybody.
Carmen.
If that works, or my Zelle.
Carmen.
I already have it. I'm sending now.
Okay.
Carmen.
Yes.
Paid in full.
Woo! Damn it. I got it. Mike Calta, you are paid.
What do I owe you? 20? That doesn't seem right.
Times
I was
3.
winning the whole time. Damn it.
Yeah, something's not right.
You know what? You son of a bitches.
I mean,
every week.
Carmen all of a sudden come from behind win. When,
It wasn't a come from behind.
No, she was up there.
First,
so
you didn't want
going-
her to go to the Super Bowl.
yeah.
Carmen, paid in full.
Got it.
Was-
Galvin, paid.
Was this part of your journey?
Son of a bitch. So before we went to break, it went Mike, Ian, Pap, Gio, you were 4-4. Martine and myself, we were 4-2, and Galvin was 4-1. So Galvin, all you needed to do was win 1 week, but you didn't. I won a week. Yeah, but I won a week, and therefore, and Gio would have had to win 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But he only won 1, so therefore.
Well, congratulations, Carmen. Good job.
Thank you.
Carmen.
No.
Who's
Yes.
Heather Tank?
I don't know.
Mm,
Why?
she paid you.
What?
She paid you.
Hold on 1 second. Oh,
Oh.
that is right, but she paid me. Let me see.
OnlyFans.
Carmen, do you have PayPal?
No.
What
All right, then I'll have to Zelle you tonight.